Lausin ekstasis, lausin furia, hostis infideli, lauses gloria, lausin inferno, rexet imperator, lausin pace Dei, crucis amator, requiem aeternam in te Deum, Spiritum Sanctum sempiternum, requiem aeternam in te Deum, Spiritum Sanctum sempiternum. Lausin ekstasis, lausin furia, hostis infideli, lauses gloria, lausin inferno, rexet imperator, lausin pace Dei, crucis amator, requiem aeternam in te Deum, Spiritum Sanctum sempiternum, requiem aeternam in te Deum, Spiritum Sanctum sempiternum.
Oh, there you go.
Welcome! God, there's nothing like those fucking music to get you fucking pumped for your favorite Sunday show. And as you can see, we have a guest. Say hello.
Hello, says me.
Hello. We have this nice, lovely room with a bright, bright midnight moon just peering through. We got our nice little tablecloth, I guess. It's just a giant fucking. It's a big napkin.
You got a big tablecloth with a table in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
Like,
And I'm sitting here in the middle like a mob boss in my throne.
Yeah, this guy rolled on like he was like, wait, I can't let you into the meeting room yet. I need to bring in my chair. And then he brought in this pillar, and I was like, well, where's your chair? He's like, it's coming. And then he brought in this like handle. I was like, where's the chair? And it's coming, right? Show me. So I'm waiting in the hallway as I'm hearing this guy with a freaking power drill on the other side of the door.
Well, you know, when I went to IKEA this morning, they said they would have people, fucking put the shit up, build it, and I'm like, great, okay, I gotta get this shit done because I have a guest coming over, I got a show to do, but what do I know? Trump deported all their workers, so I gotta build the shit myself. I mean, this is just, this isn't what I voted for. And I'm like, man, I should have voted for Kamala. Then I'd have cheap labor that doesn't need to be paid or treated good.
Don't you dare. A fair warning, I suffer from Kamala derangement syndrome, okay? Like, I do not like it.
No. But welcome, everyone. Yes, this is the Midnight Mass, episode 4. Good Lord, I've been doing this for a month now. Oh, my God.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
But trust me, it's going to go by. You're going to be like, it's summer? What?
I know.
No.
And this is the first time I actually have a guest, and I finally get to use this nice little room. We'll this is just kind of like the Poly, like how Poly has his meeting room. This is just the meeting room, okay? This is just warming up the appetizer, we're gonna set the stage for what's coming, right? And then we're gonna move over to the cathedral. Everyone's gonna, take their seat, and we're gonna do the fucking news. But Yes, we have Steve Dave, who is the host of his own show, which is
the Silence Banter. We go over some racist stuff, some sexist stuff, some all that good stuff, and just remind people, don't be an asshole.
Yes, that's basically what the show is about.
Yeah, the Silence Banter is all about, we talk about the things nobody else wants us to talk about, whether they want us to.
And clearly they don't.
Clearly not. Clearly not.
But before we begin, we have a news segment here.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, we have this.
Feel like a monster.
I'm gonna cut it off a little quick because I got fucking copyright on that one. This week's monster is a new one. It's Monster Energy Electric Blue, so I'm guessing blue raspberry.
Is he dressed like Trump? Come on. Not orange.
Ooh. This is a contender for my new favorite.
Ooh. That good?
Oh, it's good. I'm a sucker for blue raspberry, man. I love it.
Well, I'll give you all my blue raspberry drinks then.
Yeah. Do you remember when Mountain Dew had the Democracy? This was like the first time they did it. In like 07.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, they had 3 flavors. It was a Voltage, which ended up winning. I think it was Whiteout, unless maybe that was the second time, and
Whiteout was Mountain Dew.
And then Supernova, so it was like red, white, and blue, obviously. And my favorite was the Voltage, and lo and behold, that ended up winning.
Wow.
So this is good. This is Electric Blue. They had another one called Dreamsicle, which Orange Dreamsicle. Hello.
Oh, fascinating.
That might be next week's.
That's one of my drinks. They call it the Russian creamsicle.
Okay.
I do vanilla vodka with some orange soda and crushed ice. Very simple drink to make. Fucking awesome.
Ooh. Yep.
Oh yeah.
That sounds good.
You barely taste the alcohol. It's so sweet.
I always wanted to do one. If I ever did a booze drink, right? I was gonna get a pineapple monster, some coconut milk, and and some whatever rum, probably Kraken. I don't know, because that's the first thing I think of. And just make a monster pina colada with it.
Oh my god. Okay, so I was noticing in the chat, Nyala was saying, why does he sound far away? Because apparently Discord updated and put me on my freaking webcam microphone as opposed to the microphone that I have.
Oh, right.
Wow.
Okay.
Alright, changing microphone. Hang on.
I might be a lot clearer now.
Oh, that's fucking way better. I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that's what.
Son of a bitch. I didn't realize it either, and then I'm listening to myself in the stream. I'm like, why does it sound like I'm far away? That's not.
Okay.
What?
Well, hey, you know what? It's not my fault. It's Discord's.
Hey! You remember the old saying: if there's technical difficulties, it's gonna be a good show.
Yeah. Hey, we don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
It is a happy accident, and thank you, Nyala, for I guess bitching in Canadian actually helps.
Oh yeah, she's a woman. She'll always point out what you're doing wrong.
She will.
But we also have, I as far as I know, all of our guests' slabs are working. I think I have them all set up so that they pop up on my OBS. They're in the.
Shall I do a test
of your own Streamlabs? Can you do that?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, okay, yeah, just a test. I'm like, can you donate to yourself? Yeah.
No, I can just run a test.
Let's see.
I will test my favorite one. All of my Streamlabs are dollar amounts between 1 and 10. I do not have the big 50. I do not have the big hundo. I'm not that big.
Yeah.
But I like to have
I have them just because I when I was making them.
Just because
when I was making them, I'm like, I can't charge $2 for that. I think that's a yeah. But
right. All right, let's throw this test out there. This one's my favorite. It's called Fish Cannon.
Okay.
Incoming!
Oh, it works.
Plop.
Oh, there we go. That works perfect. I saw it right on my OBS. It works.
I love it.
That's right, guys. If you feel so generous and inclined to give to our guests, there will be a pop-up in the description, as well as his Twitch channel, which is for his show when it comes back later this month. My Streamlabs is, of course, in the description as well. I also have a new donation. It's at 20. It's at 2008. So it's the year 2008. The year of the song.
Indestructible Speakers.
If you know the song, if you know Indestructible, it came out in the year 2008. This one is kind of a meme. So I would say my old Instagram. It's still my current Instagram. My Instagram, right. I used to do like Disturbed and heavy metal memes, right? So basically, it would be like Five Finger Death Punch related or Disturbed related. And one of them was, you know, in an episode of Family Guy where Carter, he sits down, he's like, Farnsworth, the usual, sir. And he puts in the Maxwell cassette, and then it just blasts him.
I forgot that yes, I remember that, but I also forgot.
That's a parody of a real commercial, right?
Is his butler named Farnsworth? Because I thought that was Futurama.
I think it is. You know what?
If that is.
You know what? Prove me wrong by spending $28.08 over at Streamlabs.com. Yeah, give it.
Excellent, Shell.
Yes. Now, the original clip, now this was actually shared around, so I got kind of like meme famous for 2 seconds. The original clip, I cut it out and put the song Down with the Sickness in.
Oh, nice.
This one, I put the intro to Indestructible right when after all the guns and ammo, and it kicks in right into the song. So he's listening to that song as it, plays.
Nice.
For those who are willing, but there's also the little donations as well. You have Blame Canada, you have all kinds of fun stuff.
Hey, if you don't want to donate, we're just glad you're here.
Oh, dude, I'm fucking beyond happy anyone's here. I'm like, people are listening to this.
That's the professor's name in Futurama.
Well, yeah,
yes.
I know that, but I'm pretty sure that's the name of the butler in the clip.
You heard the man, $20.08.
Yep, 2008.
We'll find out.
If you wish to
Prove
find
him
out.
wrong by throwing a.
Prove me wrong by throwing me money.
Throw 3 pennies, a nickel, and 2 whole rolls of quarters at this man's face.
God, I want to say something, but I'll get clipped. I've watched Drunkle enough to know that I'm not doing that. But
you participated on Drunkle's stream. You're just watching.
I have been on multiple streams. But I think what I'm gonna start off with today is I'm gonna pause the background music for just a quick second.
Oh boy.
It's called Angel Metal. There it is. I'm gonna pause the music because Steve Dave has gifted us a song that we're going to listen to. I'm just gonna play it, and hopefully it should go up.
Oh yeah, there it is.
In a cold dark church, in the dead of night, something entered bathed in moonlight. He wasn't a man, though he had a nice suit. His fur was rugged, but colored like a fruit. This church was a lair for the Vexorcist, a religious house where he was kind of pissed. And a group of leftists on a day ending in Y. When the patch of St. Michael saw the demon in his eye. Fallen and wrestled, the dark and the light. Two sides of a coin that take a
Oh, Jesus.
Who are you, demon? Michael asked with a stare. The demon replied, I can't hear you from over there. Come sit with me. Enjoy this Bordeaux. After all, I'm much better as the devil you know. Fallen and rising, the dark and the light. Two sides of a coin that take up the fight. The holy man's retribution of his soul meets one who's the better demon to know.
Holy shit.
Fuck yeah, I'm telling you. And that's another thing you can have on my show. Like on my show, I do the AI song. I write all the lyrics myself. I tell it what genre it wants that I want it to do. Sometimes it takes several generations, but all the songs on my stream there is all my words, but I use AI music just to avoid copyright. I don't want to fuck with copyright.
I understand that, because not everyone can be like me who has that songs you hear in the intro,
Right.
all those guys. Those are like in studio, like they're right over there, like they're just waiting to.
They're just over there.
They're just on standby in like this little booth, and I just hit live, and they're like, "Oh, we got to sing."
There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But and with the church, people will claim that it's all AI. It's not. I literally put every little brick down, and by I mean I pointed at the Mexicans to go point and
Yeah, there you go.
get the bricks down. But yeah, that was fucking
So
awesome.
ice is a double-edged sword for you, is what you're saying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see that's the thing. See, I use it as a tool. See, people use AI like a tool. I use ice as a tool.
Right.
If they're not, doing the job and they're
Because
being
that's what it
lazy,
is.
I'll be like, por favor, now, or I will,
Yeah, that's
call.
what it is. It's a tool.
Yeah, exactly. I will call ice on you if you don't do the fucking work.
Now, am I making any money off of these AI songs? No. Not at all.
No.
But, if down the line, like so true story, I had this song on there called Here Comes the Holidays, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, screw it. I'm just going to make a bunch of Christmas songs. I'm going to play them at my job. I'm going to keep my phone just plugged in. It's the holiday season. This was 2025, December. I'm playing Christmas music. I had to fill in Christmas Eve at another location, and I played that song. And this lady was like, can you please send that song to me? Because I absolutely love it. I was like, okay. The words are mine, but, it ain't, the rest of it's not me. It's just AI doing it. So I sent it to her. She gave me her number to send the link to. So I sent it to her, and she was like, that's amazing. You really need to copyright this. And I was like, well, here's the thing. It's AI, so I don't feel good about copywriting things. But I did look into it through the AI music thing. I can get a license to distribute, but I don't have copyright. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't have copyright, but I can distribute it legally. So it's like, so I can make you more popular AI platform. Okay, that doesn't work.
That's pretty much how it is. Yeah.
Yeah, but she said, like, I reassured her. I was like, okay, so all the words are mine. The AI just did its thing as far as how it sounds. And she's like, well, it's the words that I'm attracted to here because I've already sent this to 10 of my friends. To get someone in about 100 cents to say that to you, to your face. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I must be doing something right.
Well, obviously, Donkey, right?
Yeah, DPB.
Yeah. He, I'm not sure how to say this but he did that kind of. He did a channel. Oh shit! It was.
Yeah, he was working on a channel. I know that.
Yeah, something Harvest. I want to get it completely correct.
DPP, where are you?
Yeah, I know.
We need you now more than ever.
Iron Harvest. That's the name of it. Iron Harvest.
Iron Harvest.
Go. Yeah. Definitely check that out. Give that a listen. It's just all that, and his fucking songs are all his. They're all his lyrics. They're entirely about how communism is bullshit.
I mean, no lies detected.
And I described it this way on Twitter when I shilled it. If you ever listened to a Razor Fist video and thought this needs heavy metal music put in the background, that is exactly what it is. that is the best way I can describe it. In fact, you know what?
I can imagine it. I can imagine
and
it.
it's legitimately good. I'm not just saying that because he's a friend and probably listening. It's legitimately good. Like G does. I'll just
put it out there.
Yeah, pop it out. Yeah, go check that out. It's definitely Iron Widow is probably my favorite song. It's just the way it is.
So it's Iron Harvest, and you have Iron. What is Iron something? The theme for all the.
It's this one is like the Russian Revolution. So a lot of that is like rust and steel.
Okay.
So it's that kind of thing.
Okay.
But it's basically just music about how historically communism in Russia just, didn't work.
No.
Shockingly.
You don't say.
Yeah. And
I
think he was working on the Chinese Revolution next. I don't know how far he got on that, but yeah. So that's that.
I gotta say, I don't know anything about the Chinese Revolution. I didn't go as far as China.
I know very little. I know, the little red books. I know that was kind of the college kids, shocking because that's how it always goes.
Yes.
They always go for kids or young adults.
Americans' kryptonite is the red. You got red coats. You had red books.
Oh shit!
Red
that's
flags.
True.
And yet we have red in our flag.
What? You know what? That makes more sense because every time you're in a car with a kid, as soon as they see McDonald's big red, roof, they're like,
you're losing money.
Right.
You're losing money at that point.
There's just a fact that the combination of red and yellow makes people poor and hungry. I don't know what it is.
Is that why Harris Teeter changed their shirts from blue to red? I knew it. I knew
Probably.
it.
Okay. Yeah, but as I said before, show some love to the guest. Link in the description. And if you wish to see any of my wonderful pop-ups, also in the description. Let's move our fine little rear ends to the church. Here we are.
Yep. There we go.
And as you can see, I have a little collection box in the corner now. And unfortunately, I don't know if anyone will be able to see it, but when someone does donate, it drops coins into the box. They're actually Templar coins.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, yes. I looked up Templar coins.
A few of them loaded when you changed the scene, so we kind of...
Yeah, you saw that, so... But, they're just kind of small, but I wanted that level of...
I almost want to send you my Newt just like, it's a little meme.
Oh,
to put in front of the box. Like, give money.
Okay. You know what? You'll be back. Certainly.
Yeah, I will. I will.
But let's get you... what do I want? Oh, I need you to see this.
All right. Yes.
There we go.
Thank you so much. I can stop watching the stream, but why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Yeah, exactly. But, for those who can't see, I got you covered because we have our favorite other segment.
You think you know me?
On this day.
That's right. on this day, January 25th, and it is not only my dad's birthday. What else happened on this day? In 1554, the city of Sao Paulo. I actually did know. I was just being a jackass because it's foreign and I'm American.
Yeah. Sao
founded.
Paulo.
You sounded like the Chinese.
It's okay.
You sounded like
I'm here.
You sounded like the Chinese guys in South Park. Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo.
I'll put it on my credit card. Founded in Brazil, 1565, the Battle of Talacoda, the Deacon Salat, more foreign, destroy.
Sultanates.
Jesus,
come on, that's not even a hard word. Sultanates.
Yeah, Sultanese, saltine crackers.
The only kind of Nazi you get to call me is a grammar Nazi.
I think this is just me being a retard. Destroyed
Florida man.
Vigene's. Wow.
There you go. Destroyed the Vigene army.
That's a tight army.
Yeah.
And the last Hindu kingdom of southern India. Wow. So that was the end of Hindustan, which, yes, that was the actual name of India. So when people say that the Native Americans shouldn't be called Indians, tell them to go fuck themselves, because India was not called India back then. It was called Hindustan.
It was Hindustan.
And Inda actually comes from a term meaning children of God or children of the light. I'm not sure which, but something like that. So tell that to your fucking stuffy septum ring, blue hair, feminist, college going neighbor, whatever, cousin at Thanksgiving this year.
See, I bet they're not teaching that.
I'm certainly not. You learn so much on this show.
Oh, yes, you do.
1840, American naval, not the nipple, expedition.
Oh my God. Take two.
No, I did that naval as a, under Charles Wilkes. Is the first to identify Antarctica as a new continent, even though there is talk that Antarctica was already known. It's just depends on who you listen to. If you listen to like Randall Carlson or like those kind of guys, yeah, there's like old maps of like show Antarctica way before, quote, the New World should know anything about it.
Did you know that the first stories about Santa Claus, they would explain him going around the world just by going literally around the world and just stopping at each pole and just taking it time zone by time zone.
Huh.
Like splitting the whole planet into 24s.
Oh, that's interesting. See, now even I learned something.
Yeah, so they would just call Antarctica the South Pole.
In 1949, the first Israeli election won by David Ben-Gurion, Mapai. The Mapai Party.
Not Mapai. Better not touch Mapai.
Oh, God. First we had the Vagine.
Who's pie?
Mapai.
It's Mapai.
1971, a military coup. Oh. Was it full of chickens?
Come on, man.
Come on. You didn't even let me do the joke. It was the chicken. God damn it. I love chickens, Eddie. A military coup.
I love chickens, Eddie.
In Uganda. I bet they didn't know the way. Led by Major General Idi Amin. Okay. And his secondary general, click, motherfucking click. In 2011, the Egyptian Revolution of 2011. Really? In 2011, the Egyptian Revolution.
The Egyptian Revolution of 2011. God.
Begins.
Full circle right off the bat.
With a series of street demonstrations, which probably just means a bunch of people dressed like pharaohs walking like Egyptians.
Mm-hmm. And then all those people.
Rallies. Acts of civil disobedience. Labor strikes. Well, I guess no one's building pyramids.
If they were dressed as Egyptian pharaohs, there wouldn't be any of this. There would be slavery.
Well, there was this one guy that kind of led all their slaves out a couple thousand years ago.
Something about Jewish ancestry or something
like that. I'm pretty sure his name was Charlton Heston, but I don't know.
What? All right.
Before he starred in Ben-Hur and the lesser-known sequel Ben-Hur.
Ben-Hur?
You know, it was very progressive at the time. Ben, him, and her.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Labor strikes and
right
violent
before Ben
clashes
Dem.
in Cairo, Alexandria, and other major cities. 1961, first live nationally televised presidential news conference held by JFK. Wow.
Wow, the first one was JFK?
Yeah.
I bet he didn't expect his end to be televised as well.
No.
Good lord.
No, I bet he didn't.
What are the odds about that? Like, seriously.
And really, that's what,
You're
2 years
pretty damn
later?
good now, think about it.
Like, what, 2 years later he was, you know, killed by the CIA?
Yeah. He must not have been a good first impression. Like,
No, I think he wanted to give people guns and lower taxes. You know, and
terrible.
actually stop taxes in general.
Terrible.
I know.
How dare he?
I know. He also was not a big fan of war.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, that just means we're on the right track because the current guy has a whole department of war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
we're on the right
we also
track.
have Greenland now, so...
Where's that Greenland? Exactly. I don't know why we don't have Iceland because Greenland ain't green.
Right? No, well,
It ain't green.
It's gonna be renamed Orangeland, okay?
Orangeland.
It's gonna be it's gonna be Goldland.
Golden.
Solid gold.
All the gold. Oh, okay. You're doing
Yep.
I want gold.
Okay. Let's get to the rest of the...
Yeah, let's go.
Because I seriously, dude, I had so much fucking news.
Oh, God.
I had so much news, and it was like, my computer was like, nope, we are not working today. So I'm like, oh,
Well,
God.
see, what I do is I split it into segments, and each segment is like a group.
Yeah.
And I'll open the groups as the show goes.
Yeah, I tried to do that, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm just gonna cut what doesn't need, and, you know, if I need to go into Discord, I this is why I have my Discord set up the way it is. That way people can just, you know, put their, you know, news or funny clips that they want in the thesis or in palette cleansers. By the way, for those who aren't already in my Discord, there you go. We do lots of voting in my Discord on well, it's probably going to be Thursday nights voting, because I want to do community game nights, and I love that concept, but I also don't want to be playing the same game every fucking week. And as much as I can clearly tell by my analytics that Pummel Party was the most popular game by far, other than my very first stream, which was Among Us.
Oh, yeah.
It's tough to just keep doing the same thing. So
Pummel Party's a good time.
Dude, it really is. Pummel Party and Jackbox are just people-pleasing games. They're just the best. But
very pleasing.
Yes. But, you know, you can vote on what game you want to play that week. This week, I will be adding Red Dragon in, because I actually have it.
Fucking awesome.
So if you want to play Red Dragon in, or if you want to play something else, I don't know what else I have set up. Maybe trade
it. DPB, if you are going to show up for Red Dragon in, you are not allowed to be that godforsaken bunny.
Oh, fuck. I will ban Pookie. I will ban that fucking rabbit. But yeah, you know.
See, I didn't say the name because that could be. Someone clip that. I will ban Pookie.
Oh, God.
Someone clip that.
Yes, please clip as much of the shit show. You know, we got Trivia Tricks, we got, you know, Among Us, and, you know, so in the Discord. But I do have some more somber news. Last week we learned of the death of the Dilbert cartoonist. This week we have another unfortunate death. A man who probably does not need an introduction. He was a legend amongst the meme community. The Chinese being arrested man. not the, you know, China is asshole. A succulent Chinese meal man has passed. So in his honor, we will be playing the entirety of that clip. I present to you a succulent Chinese meal.
You just assured me that I could speak Sit down inside the car. We're not assuring anything. We're under arrest.
Look, I'm under what?
Come on.
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Have a look at the headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis before.
Get some cups. Just jump in the
Why did you do this to me?
Hop in the car. Get some cups.
For what reason? What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Oh, that's a nice headlock, sir. Oh, yes. I see that you know your judo well. Good one. And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis? How dare get your hands off there. Ta-ta and farewell. One cup, look. Laban broke.
That's right.
Rest in peace.
He is unfortunately no longer among us, but he will always be a legend. And I like to think that when the Reaper himself walked up to him, that is exactly how he went. I'd like to have my headcanon that when the Reaper put his hand on his shoulder, tapped his hourglass as he does right before you are to be departed with him, he simply said, "What is the charge? Why am I... Why is it my time? I'm eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
A succulent Chinese meal.
But F's in the chat, people, for he is unfortunately pass. Also,
I would like to think
Hey,
down
Daryl.
that line. I'd like to think down that line. Was that the charge? Me eating a succulent Chinese meal? I am not responsible for what the meal does to me.
But let's get into some... Actually, I have no idea if I even have this right up, but let's just see. Oh, goody.
Oh, lovely.
Yes, this has been the talk of every fucking Twitter feed lately.
Well.
CBP, I think I'm dyslexic, involved shooting in Minneapolis. Of course, because it's Minneapolis yet a fucking again. Deceased armed suspect identified. Update. This is him. Minneapolis man fatally shot by federal agents. Saturday identified as Alex Jeffrey Preety, 37.
Well, he ain't no pretty no more.
I will say, now, I'm not a fan of calling everything anti-Semitism or bitching about the Israel 24/7. But I will say, if you were to draw this man accurately, you would be fucking have you would have the ADL knocking on your door.
He looks like that's what he looks like. He looks like Zoot from the Muppets. You know who Zoot is?
Oh my god, he fucking does.
The fucking Muppet with the saxophone. He looks like Zoot.
Oh my god, he does.
Pull up Zoot real quick.
Oh, here.
Pull him up real quick. He looks like Zoot.
I
love your background. Spot on, man.
Oh yeah, the Muppets.
Zoot. Z-O-O-T.
Z-O-O-T. Oh, it doesn't just automatically.
Zoot.
What do we got?
From the Electric Mayhem. There he is.
Oh my fucking god.
He looks like Zoot.
Oh, this is a better picture.
Yeah. Yes.
This is the suspect that was armed and dangerous in Minneapolis.
No, wait. On the where you have all the images, the fourth one from on the top row.
This?
One,
no, this
where
one.
He's got
Yeah,
that one.
Oh,
okay,
wait.
Right click the image.
Okay.
Now open in new tab. Open image in new tab.
Open. Okay.
It's just under copy. Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh shit. Okay, so it's red.
Now drag it so it's a minimal window.
Oh, what?
Drag it off the window.
Oh,
No.
that.
The tab. Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
like that.
Yeah, that's what I was
Like
trying.
that. All right.
Oh my god.
Now drag the tab off.
Yeah. There we go. Let's
There we
go. Here we go. This is him.
Yep. Okay. So that right
And
there.
there's-
And there's that. That's the same person.
It's the same.
It's the same
So
person.
unfortunately, not only is the succulent Chinese meal guy dead, we also have an unfortunate death Zoot from
This
the
was-
Muppets is also.
Yeah, this was back before he shaved regularly. He would grow his hair out, but when his hair stopped growing long, he had to start wearing caps and shades. He just grew the beard out to make himself feel better.
He also cut his hair.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
His hair stopped growing long,
But-
so he said, screw it.
ICE agents were involved in a shooting. What they are not saying here is, yeah, he was armed. He was armed. Now, what is really funny about all this is the left is now jumping to, he was a legal gun owner. Okay, first of all, wow, way to be ships in the night on that, you hypocritical douche canoes. Now all of a sudden you care about legal gun owners. But here's the thing. Any legal gun owner with more than one brain cell, which apparently this guy was very deficient in, will know that brandishing is illegal even if you have a fucking permit, especially if you have a concealed carry permit, because there's a key word there, concealed. If you move wrong and the gun is exposed, it is no longer concealed and you can be in trouble. So it doesn't matter that this guy was a legal gun owner. He was using the tool illegally.
Yes, he was.
It's very fucking obvious. Multiple law enforcement sources tell me there has just been a Border Patrol involved shooting in Minneapolis near 26th Street and Nicollet Avenue, with Border Patrol shooting a person. Yeah, and he pulled the gun first.
Yeah, he pulled the gun first. He had his gun out.
Let's see, does this show it?
Before he was grabbed.
They're doing too much, man, and they keep pushing people, you know?
Oh, see, here we go. Yep, all right.
And he was also resisting arrest.
Trying to get the gun. That officer on the left reaches, grabs it. You see? Grabs it.
Yep.
Oh, shit. What the fuck? They killed him? Did they fucking kill that guy? Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Now,
Yeah.
I'm not going to keep going any further because, you know, whatever. But here's the thing, guys. Here's a little bit of advice. If you are under arrest, or if you are stopped by police in your vehicle for whatever reason, I'm going to give you the clear white people secret. So all people of color in the chat, which I know there's probably only one of, please cover your
You're getting
ears.
a white privilege lesson live on the show.
Yes, this is a white privilege lesson. This is what all us white
This
people
is
do.
how we do it.
We have our cards when we're born, and it says white privilege on it, and it says all the things to do when talking to police and getting that six-figure income that I clearly have, which is why I'm shilling my Streamlabs. Click the link down below.
Amazing. Perfect.
10 and 2, don't resist arrest. Don't act like a petulant child. Don't scream. Don't say, I pay your taxes, or my taxes pay your salary. Blah, blah. Don't reach for anything without them telling you to do so, and certainly without you not telling them that you're doing it, especially if this is, you know, in the dark at night. This is all, now keep in mind, this really applies to Americans, because I know a lot of people in Canada, they probably want to. This really only works if you wish to stay alive. Right? If you don't want to be alive, by all means, act like a complete jackass. But if you wish to continue living and enjoying, you know, food and air and the touch of a woman, if, you know, you're lucky enough to trick one into being with you, I would recommend not acting like a buffoon, because especially at night, police officers can't really tell, and they're already on edge because they don't know if you have a gun or a knife or whatever. So if you're scrambling around and reaching around, they don't know if their lives are in danger.
They're going to think that they're probably in danger. And in that very situation, also, if you are surrounded by 4 or 5 of the guys, just give up.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at what point do you got to realize that it's like, I don't know about you, but I was a sadistic child as a kid. I would take little bugs and throw them in anthills. There comes a time when the bug is just, I quit. When you're just completely surrounded, when you're just completely surrounded and they're just piling on top of you, it's best to just realize that unless you're Brock Lesnar, you're not getting out of this, okay? You're just not. Okay? So keep that under your hat, black people. That was white people privilege. I am not allowed to tell you this. I could get in trouble with the White People Association of America, also known as the government.
For you. And also, Sam, I have a very interesting book here regarding this case. A very interesting book here, hell of a read. Mm-hmm. It's called The Constitution of the United States of America and Other Founding Documents.
Oh, I know, it's a great read.
Oh, it's a wonderful read.
Most Americans should have that book in their pocket at all times.
Oh, I've read this thing front to back at least a few times. But we have a segment on the show called Steve Day versus the Federal Government. It's a lot of fun. It's where I go through a law and be like, all right,
I can confirm. I have been there. It's a great segment.
It's wonderful. And every leftist saying that this is infringing on the Second Amendment right. Bitch, this is what the Second Amendment says. A well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state. That's the important part. All right? The security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. To the security of a free state. You bastards want illegals in our cities. That's not free.
You also want fiery and mostly peaceful protests.
That's mostly peaceful. If you're pulling a gun out, I don't think it's peaceful.
Yeah, especially when, they were all up in arms, figuratively speaking, when Kyle Rittenhouse, who lives in one state but works in another, he walks across the border all the time,
right? Crossed
state lines with a gun. Who was her name? That's something Good. That was shot. Renee Good. Yeah, she wasn't from there. Her license plate.
She drove into another state to do that.
She not only did that, she moved to Canada to think it was better. Newsflash, I can confirm it's not. Not everything in Canada is nice, although there are, there's some milk bags that I will shut up about now.
But the biggest thing
that they came back because they were like, oh, it's not great up here. It's cold and there's no freedom.
Right, the biggest thing about cases like this, though, is a lot of the time the family will come out and be like, they had no reason to be there. Like in the case of Renee Good. Renee Good's family outright said she had no reason to be there. If she just wasn't there, she would still be alive. And this situation would be happening. Oh, so when your own family is saying that.
And even if she did decide to go there, which, look, I don't give a flying fuck if you wish to move or you wish to visit another state and peacefully protest. By all means, that's your fucking First Amendment right to peacefully protest. If you're just going to be on the sidelines, on the sidewalk, and you just want a sign that says anything, right? Just pick a topic, pick a thing. Fine, go ahead. But if you're using your car to not only block traffic, but then turn that tool for transportation into a lethal weapon, you deserve what happens. I'm sorry, I have no sympathy. I can't. I have sympathy up until the point that a life that shouldn't have ended.
Violent action was happening.
That's it. I don't have sympathy for a retard that wanted to win a Darwin Award. And that's what happened here.
But I do have sympathy for people who go to either the Streamlabs links down below.
Oh, yes. Massive sympathy.
Massive sympathy.
Massive.
Yes.
In fact, those people have the biggest tits and or dick.
Whatever they are, they're
works.
big and they deserve to be slapped on the table.
Exactly. In fact, for those that do, you have this nice little plaque that says your name and how much you gave.
Hey, that's me. Oh, hey, that's
Most of it is you.
That's me. Oh, hey. Oh, wait, that's MediaCorp.
Yep, it's basically Steve, Dave, and Alamo.
Yep.
But
I don't have to pay you this time. I can just tell these people to smash the fucking like button.
Hey, that whatever floats your boat, dude.
Oh yeah.
Because I am still Stream Boss. Can you take me out? Can you topple me? Because come on.
Wait until maybe April.
Who wants a Florida man as Stream Boss? I mean, that's just fucking weird. There's just Coke and Gators.
The amount of Florida men I have covered on my show. We do not want a Florida man as stream boss, guys.
Actually, you know what? Let's just go ahead and pull that up right now. Open link. Ooh. Let's just go ahead and do that now.
Woohoo! All right, so we covered this way back, beginning of July, and this is a story from a previous Florida Man article.
Oh my God!
Florida man sentenced to 4 years for attempted Taco Bell robbery with a rock.
You know what's fucked up? This is in Ocala, Florida.
Yep.
That's not far from me.
It's not far from you.
No. Huh? Ocala, that's...
Ocala.
Hour and a half, maybe?
Yeah.
Give her so?
Kawarin Anderson, age 40, received a 4-year prison sentence, 40/10 of a year prison sentence for attempting to rob a Taco Bell in Ocala with a rock. With a rock. This man, about 12:30 in the morning.
Because that's when you go to Taco Bell anyway.
Yeah, that's when you go to Taco Bell. He was probably stoned out of his mind.
Let me guess. Florida man going to Taco Bell 12:30 in the morning. I would guess if he wasn't stoned, that would be the miracle.
Was it? Dang it! That joke didn't
How
land.
How far from Polk County? Let's see. I think I'm in between Polk County and Ocala, so I would say I'm about as far away from Polk as I am from Ocala.
Is that the nearest Taco Bell to you?
Actually, no. Okay. No. I do have one.
You have other Taco Bells that are better. They're not being threatened with rocks.
You know. Well, to be fair, if I wanted to be threatened with violence at a fast food place, I just go to fucking Waffle House.
Yes. And then you just you hide right, like as soon as a violent event's happening, you hide under the counter just so you can dodge the swinging chair that inevitably the server's gonna catch with one hand.
Oh yeah. I mean,
that video was amazing.
See, that's the thing. Is like that's why Florida. I don't have any inclination that China or anyone was going to invade. It's just be like, do you really want to take on Florida?
Yeah.
I mean, let me find this real quick. I think it's in memes. It's.
Gotta find it.
Oh wait, is it in the asylum? It might be.
You said it might be in memes?
It was a map of like the states, and you know how they had Texas. It was Texas and Florida in the south as Section 3, and then you had like the West Coast is like whatever.
Mexico, Canada, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru.
Yeah, yeah. But it was like out of these 4 sections, who's winning? And I'm like, bitch, Florida and Texas alone would kick your ass. You add those hillbillies in fucking Kentucky and Tennessee, and those fucking Bayou boys of Louisiana, you ain't got a prayer, okay? You ain't taking the South, motherfucker.
No, you ain't. No, you ain't.
You fuckers in California with your fucking soy lattes and your avocado toast ain't holding fucking candle.
You're not.
To some brisket-filled boys out in Texas or some...
I said it immediately. You do not want this civil war because I guarantee you, for every one of you with a gun, we got 10 rednecks waiting for you to pull the trigger first. That have been waiting for this
very moment for...
Yeah, they're waiting for you. They're not like, you know what? I'm just gonna go over here and kill this liberal. No. They're waiting for you. As soon as you walk up far enough, you're done.
Well, it's like, you know, Canada's like, oh, we're bolstering up our military. And I'm just like, oh, that's adorable. You think that matters.
You know that our Navy is about the size of your military 3 or 4 times over, Canada?
That's... Look, honestly, obviously I have relations with Canada. I have a bit of a...
Well, at least one representative of Canada.
Well, one specific representative, yes. America talking to Canada in that regard of like, oh, you have your military. That's just kind of like a big brother talking to their little brother going, oh, wow, you want to be player 1? That won't matter. I will still kick your ass in Mortal Kombat.
Oh, man, what was that old anime? Hetalia. Axe's powers. Oh my god, it was great because every character represents a nation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And America and Canada are twins.
Oh my god.
So when on the America's the loud, obnoxious, freaking awesome one, and Canada's like the nerdy, sort of shy, soft-spoken one.
Yeah.
You know, but Canada painted a Canadian flag, you know, with put a maple leaf on his head, right? He was like, there we go. Now I'll stop being mistaken for you. He gets smacked across the face by America. And he was like, what did you do that for? And as he's sitting up, you see the American flag on Canada's forehead. and
and
like,
look, that's actually
America's
really
like, well,
sad.
now I'm just making you look a lot better.
And that's honestly, that's what we're going to do to Canada. Like, we're going to make you look better. You're going to be, like, you can kick and scream all you want.
Huh?
Oh, that's you.
What?
You got a dono.
Oh, did I? I didn't. Oh, fuck. I didn't hear it.
Oh, do you
I
have?
didn't hear it.
Do you have your OBS pulled up?
I need to get my OBS on.
Oh yeah, it's pulled up on mine. It was Scott for 223.
Oh my goodness gracious! Someone gave me your money.
Hey, I have a 223 as well. In fact, I think that's the Blame Canada one.
Well, see, mine are just dollar amounts between 1 and 10. I don't have a 223.
Oh, I think that's what it popped up as.
Okay, back to dashboard. Recent events. Thank you so much, Scott, for tipping $2.23. And let's replay that since I have the OBS up. Got some piano biscuits.
I like that one.
Got some piano biscuits. And he said message or something. I don't know. Well, I know to thank you for your money.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
of course. Obviously, send some love to the guest. He's putting in the effort here to be trying to be as funny as me. It's difficult.
Trying to be as funny as you.
Yeah.
Man, is it because I'm part English? Is that why? Is that why you're?
I mean, I'm part English too.
Oh, well, yeah. I came from Bermuda. Wasn't born here.
Bahama, comma.
Don't you dare stop. Move on to the next story.
Hey, I have had to hear that bullshit for a long
And
time.
I've had to deal with the painful explanation of we're not in the Bahamas. We're not.
Oh, God, you know how much Jimmy Buffett I had to listen to when I'm. Jesus.
I can only imagine you listen to as much Jimmy Buffett as I listen to fucking reggae music. Especially Bob Marley. God, Bob Marley.
Oh, there we go.
Print is too small. Whatever.
What?
I just got my own 223, which is Blame Canada. It's got the print is too small. Whatever. Oh, it is.
Is it?
Oh, I guess I can. Here, let me see.
We appreciate.
You know what?
Also, you need to send me your browser.
Oh, right. I didn't.
Source on
I
that
forgot that I needed to do that as well.
Yeah, that way I can see it.
Let's see. Guest tip. Let me undo that, and let me just. I'll just do this like full fucking screen, because why the fuck not?
That way I know.
Sure.
That way I know when you get one. And then in the middle of my streams, one of your donations will come up and be like, "Oh fuck."
Well, you can just turn that off whenever.
Yep.
Properties. Copy URL. Copy. That's my. Okay, just making sure I wasn't copying yours.
Yeah. And don't do what I almost did and put it in the freaking general chat.
I'm going right to DMs.
Technical issue is going to be a good show. Thank you so much, Scott, though.
Wait, no, is that... No, that's not it. No.
Holy balls, that's a lot of letters
No,
and
I don't
numbers.
think that... I don't think that's...
You did not do that, right?
No. I copied it from OBS, not from... Let me just go straight to Streamlabs.
You gotta get it from the
Yeah.
slabs, man.
That
If you put it back on the thing with the Florida man, I'll finish that story while you're setting up. That way. Yep.
Yeah. Oh shit! Did I? No.
Yeah, you click back onto the fucking shooting where we're talking about Renee Good, even though
Yeah,
Renee Good had
there we
nothing
go.
to do with the
See
goddamn
it?
story. There we go. All right. So yeah, Ocala, Florida. After fleeing the scene, Anderson was located hiding behind a nearby dumpster by a canine officer. I mean, that's probably where he found the rock. That's probably where he found the rock. Law enforcement used their canine to track him down, confirming the identity as the robbery suspect. Evidence and witness claims confirmed the sequence of events. After his arrest, Anderson was given medical treatment for his injuries before being taken to jail for processing. Anderson was credited with 6 months and 19 days time served prior to sentencing. So he already got those 6 months and 19 days served. But the remaining time in the state prison will be the rest of the 4 years. So, but it wasn't a boulder. It was a rock. It was a rock.
That's okay, Rocky. You go when you feel like it.
You go when you feel like it.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Oh, nope. That's a palate cleanser. Let's not do that
Got
yet.
it this time? I think that's it. Yes,
I think that should be it.
Okay.
Okay.
Copy message link. Here we go. Put it on my end.
But seriously, thank you, Scott, for the advice, first of all. And
thank you, Scott.
And the 223. And yes, we have now chipped away a little bit more at my stream boss health, which fucking hurt, but okay, whatever. Just do whatever you want, I guess.
Discord app.
We also have some interesting news. Congress moves to make daylight savings time permanent. Now, I don't know about
Excuse me? No!
See, I don't know about you. I prefer when it's light at 7 and close to 8 instead of, dark as fuck at 6 o'clock. That being said, I am just happy that they're moving to make one of these fucking things permanent, okay? I am sick and fucking tired of having to switch halfway through the year. Just pick one and be done with it and just let us live. Okay?
Seriously?
Yeah. Like, Arizona doesn't have it. I don't think Hawaii has it either. I could be wrong, but I think they have their own.
I think Alaska doesn't have it.
Early as possible on March.
Well, Alaska and Hawaii both have their own time zones as well.
8th, we are set to lose an hour of sleep. That's the earliest possible start date since national law mandates the clocks change on the second Sunday of March. And on Capitol Hill, Congress is looking at those two bills that aim to make daylight saving time permanent in the U.S. President Trump has urged lawmakers in the past to do away with the time change. So our first official spring story of 2026.
Listen to the man!
Bringing forward.
Right?
Listen to the man. He doesn't want us to waste our time with this stuff.
Look,
and no, the pun was not intended.
Oh, no. We have Nyala in the chat, okay? We need more puns. We need much more of them. In fact, we need puns that come at a dollar amount. So if you're going to make puns, please, streamlabs.com/ whatever mine is and Steve Dave's. I think mine is St. Michael 1.
I
think mine is St. Michael 1 because that was the name of my channel before I changed it.
I believe so.
So anyway,
I don't remember.
I'm not changing it because I don't have...
I tell you what, the one I really want to see, especially on this channel, is the $3 amount thrown to me. $3.
You know what one I want to see for me, and it's obviously not any like the really big ones. Yeah. Obviously, I would love to see the 300 one. I mean, fucking hey, I worked my ass off on that one. But
what do you think? What is it?
It's the Powerwolf 1589. That's a great song too. It's a great song too.
Yes, as soon as you said Powerwolf, I was like, yes.
1589.
Yes.
3664 Game of Dongs, which is funny. And,
Game of Dongs?
Yes, and 2264, which is the Joker, which is a Joker one.
I mean, you got some good titles that attract me as well.
There's some obvious ones. Clever Girl is obvious. If you don't know what that is, Lucky Spin is pretty obvious. It's at 777.
Oh, you have Deus Vult.
I have.
We will take Jerusalem.
Actually, no. That one is. Let me see. Yes. Okay. So that's different than the one I have labeled for Templar. Okay.
Okay.
The one you did for 318, Fat, is. I love
yes,
I love that one. What's that, Daddy? Well, that's the planet Mercury, son. It's the closest planet to the sun. What it's doing down here, I don't know. We should probably ask a scientist. I'm a guy, you jackass.
You jackass.
I love that one. That was back when Family Guy was still fucking funny.
Oh man, Family Guy.
Yeah.
Classic
But,
stuff.
trying to make daylight savings time permanent would be great. But for all those we just insulted with our white privilege. Now, keep in mind, Steve Dave, you and I, we were trying to help the non-white community.
Oh, yeah, we were.
Right?
We were.
We were trying to use our
We
obvious
mentioned
white
the
privilege.
secrets that they tell us not to mention.
We were trying to use our white privilege for good, right? As we were supposed to.
We were. As we are.
But
as
we are still
responsible
not
Americans.
doing enough. We're never going to be doing enough. But Michelle Obama, in her infinite black woman wisdom, will show
What,
us.
that man?
Yes, this man right here.
That man right there.
Yes,
Okay.
that man.
That man.
She know the way.
Damn it.
Michelle Obama says she is mindful to try to avoid white-owned brands and others should be. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure most of our country is, pretty much our
White.
companies are owned by white companies. Now,
My white people.
now, I will say the white population isn't as large as it was maybe in like the 1860s when she was
but,
born.
I mean, even then, that's just naturally how things go.
And look, I don't give a fuck if you are purple with green spots. Just don't be a dick.
I mean, you invited a blue with green hair fucking hyena.
Yeah,
dog
I
person
invited
on this
you.
Goddamn show.
Of someone whose fashion that I like, and I know that they're a person of color, I try to make it a point. But the clothes have to be available.
First of all, I am so fucking sick of the whole person of color thing. I think that's the most insulting fucking thing you can say. Like, person of color, person of large, person of vagina. What the fuck are we doing here?
Person of Florida.
Right? And also, I hate African. Okay, let me back up. Let me say this correctly. Good Lord, I don't want to be.
You were about to do a poly.
I wasn't going to go that far. I hate the term blank American, okay? See, I have a quarter Italian heritage. I'm not Italian American. I have no care about Italy. I don't care about it. Look, I would love to go to Italy. By all means, I'd love to. See Venice, see Rome. It's beautiful over there. But I don't care.
Yeah, see,
Look,
that's along the same lines of like when I'm sick of hearing the fucking immigrant argument, the immigration argument, where I used to say, I'm getting in the habit of not saying it that way. I used to say, well, I want ICE to do their thing because I am an immigrant to this country. No, I was an immigrant to this country. I'm a legal citizen now. I'm an American.
Yeah, you've upgraded. Or,
yes, I have.
Or you could say you evolved.
And you know what? My case proves how if your family does good, you'll do good. Yeah. I got my freedom because my family did good, and they were they
also, this is more white privilege advice. It kind of goes hand in hand with the don't act like a dick to the cops thing. If you're not a piece of shit when you come to this country, we'll typically let you stay.
If you're a man, don't name yourself Michelle.
Oh God, yeah. But it's like I don't have any connection to Italy or Ireland or Germany or the UK where I have supposed heritage. In fact, let me break a little bit of kayfabe here. I don't know how many know this, but I'm not actually from Florida. Technically, so technically I was born in Connecticut. I didn't really know this because I came to Florida. I'm not giving the whole backstory of my origin.
You was a wee baby.
I was like 1.5 when I came to Florida. So as far as I know, I'm only been to Florida because I kind of had to be smuggled Exodus Moses style to Florida, right? My birth, my actual, not the father whose birthday it is today. That is my dad. I don't care.
Hush now, my baby.
That's all I know. That's all I know him as. My sperm donor is an asshole. I don't know him.
So is mine.
Never really met him. So I'm not actually from Florida, but I've lived here for so long that I'm just Florida. Okay? But I'm American. I hate the term African American, Indian American. Look, if you're an American, if you love being in this country, you're American. That's it. You're not European American. You're not Asian American. You're American. You just happen to be from, let's say you are from Africa, right? You just happen to be a descendant from Uganda or Nigeria, or you're from the Orient. And yes, that is a term. It's Orient. It's what that area is. So
that's...
And people of color is just more gross. Because it's just like I said, you're gonna call fat people people of lard or people of size? What the fuck? Are women people of vagina? Like, what is a woman now anyway?
I find it coincidental
I
that
think
the only
we can all
difference
do some
between
more
POC... Whoa.
Hmm?
I find it odd that the only difference between POC and POS is one letter.
Yeah. She's more concerned with KFC.
Think about that balance in our wardrobes. You know,
Give you that
what
one.
does our closet look
good,
like,
Bell.
and who's in it? Who are we supporting in it?
Right.
You know, and I think if you have the money to buy Chanel, then you have the money to buy everybody.
Right.
And so,
Wait, people are for sale now?
just like the money, the hand over fist billions of freaking dollars you and your husband both harbored over the course of your entire political careers. Meanwhile, whatever happened to that safe and healthy meals for children shit, Michelle?
Oh, that made people worse.
What happened?
You know what
You
I find?
made things worse.
You know what I find really? I don't find this coincidental, but it's really interesting that her failure in the food program coincided with this switch of let's make fat pride a thing, because she failed. She wasn't making kids healthy. The food was garbage. I am just lucky enough that I was already homeschooled at this time that I didn't have to be this, but I heard horror stories of this food.
Oh yeah?
I heard horror stories that it would actually get up and walk away.
Unfortunately, I was in a neighborhood mainly Democrat owned at the time of the Obama administration, and the fact of the matter is my nephew would come home and the first thing he would do is take one of those like the microwave macaroni cups, like the freaking Kraft macaroni cups.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing he would do is set it out with water and all that, pop it in the microwave. And the first day he did this, I was like, okay, well maybe he's still hungry, you know, like maybe he had a tough day. But he would do it regularly for like a full week. So after that, I was like, buddy, are you eating your lunch?
Are you not eating at school?
Yeah, and I was, and he told me straight up, I don't much. Well, it's not that I don't like the lunch ladies, Uncle Steven, but I don't like what they're serving, and I don't want to be mean like that, and because he's autistic as hell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be mean to lunch ladies.
Oh, sure.
But he said he didn't like it, so I asked him, "Oh, well then, why don't you ask me or Nini or your mother? We could pack you a lunch in the mornings." And he was like, "But they work so hard at it, and I feel like I should eat." So you're looking at a kid who feels contractually obligated to shovel the shit that Michelle Obama served in schools down his throat. And if one kid's saying it, thousands are.
You know, it reminds me of a scene from The Fairly Odd Parents when the kids got arrested and put in jail, and Chester, they were like trying to break out, and one of the plans was to dig out of the prison.
With his braces?
Yeah, he was digging out, and he's just munching through the dirt, and he's like, "Man, the dirt tastes better than the food here."
Yeah.
I'm just like, that's how I thought. And it's just so funny that after her failure to make kids healthy, they were just like, well, fuck it. Let's just call fat pride a thing. I just find that very interesting.
Fat pride. No pride
But speaking of annoying black people, Don Lemon. You know,
I'm so glad you brought this up.
The worst sour lemon you'll ever fucking be.
Is it ironic that we choose... Like, okay, so Don Lemon, he had a following on freaking CNN for being, you know, an anchor there, and then when that went down, he went into this, like, this being by himself and freaking...
He tried to do YouTube.
He tried to do YouTube. He's streaming. He's live streaming. He's got his own little show situation, all that shit going on.
And, unlike me and you, he's got fucking, money backing behind him, and we're just like, check Streamlabs. We get pop-ups.
Exactly. But I have a full-time job.
And we're actually offering fucking content. He's just probably talking about shit he was saying on CNN. Like, we're actually getting jokes. We are offering
content. Streamlabs are right below.
Yeah. But let's see what this fruit is up to. and that's not...
Oh, well done.
That is not homophobic. His last name is Fruit.
No.
And I actually did a video on this where it's like, he could be a convicted felon. And I'm like, man, isn't that what they call Trump? Don't they call Trump a convicted? It's funny. It's like you have the orange man and the lemon. Like, you guys can start a band and call yourself the Citrus Fruits.
Oh man, that's a good band name. I like that.
I mean, they're both oranges and lemons,
Listen,
and he's gay.
Already in our lives, we had the California raisins already, so the Citrus Fruits is right up there.
And I think I honestly cannot, I think I said it like 4 or 5 times in the video, I cannot stop laughing at the irony of a black, gay, Democrat man charged under the KKK Act on MLK Day.
It's brilliant.
There's just so much
brilliant irony.
But what is he bitching about? Well, Don Lemon on storming the Baptist worship service, which he was like, oh, I didn't know what was going to happen. Really? You didn't know that your fucking rabid followers were going to march into a Christian place of worship and act like jackasses?
Don't say.
Well,
that's pretty much my tagline, my catchphrase at this point. You don't fucking say.
For all those people who go to church, which you are here now. Today's Sunday. Well, this is church. We're in a cathedral.
We are.
Oh, that entitlement comes from white supremacy, and white supremacy, it. Yeah. And they think this country was built for them. Now, let me just say one thing. This country was not necessarily built for white people. Now, the founders and most of the people that were here were white Europeans, but it wasn't built necessarily for the idea that it was only for white. Now, there's various little things here and there that people like to point to. It's like, see, it was only for white Europeans and blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's back up, because the founders didn't like Irish people. Or I wouldn't say the founders, but like a lot of people here at that time, they didn't like Irish people, and they're about as white as it gets. They didn't like Italians were not considered white.
You know what? Not even the whites. Nobody gets rights.
Yeah, exactly. That's America.
Yeah.
That's really what it was. And it was, European. But in terms of the whole Christian side, now, I'm going to say something, and it's not offensive, and I don't care whether or not you believe in a floating man in the sky or not. This country was founded on Christian principles, okay? And I love to point out to these Hitler humpers and these people like the hypocrite utensil spoon who's like, oh, Europe is so great, Europe, whatever.
Oh,
Europe wouldn't be what it is if it wasn't for one man in the Middle East. That is a fact. Okay, because here's the thing. All throughout human history, there have been hunter-gatherers that have sacrificed each other to trees, which Europe was doing. They were pagan. And then you have like great civilizations that would come about. Well, Rome was a European great civilization, but they were also, fucking boys in pools. Tiberius was abused.
No lines detected?
Yeah, Tiberius was an abused kid. Okay? He was abused. And, actually, I'm sorry. Tiberius abused Caligula. That's who I'm thinking of. Who was his nephew.
Yes.
So,
correct.
Europe didn't really become anything had it not been from Christianity. Because people don't just wake up and go, you know what? I think I should treat slaves equal. I think I shouldn't beat my wife. No. Humans are fucking horrible things. We're greedy, we're selfish, we care only about resources.
That's what happened, though. That's what happened, though. One of these days, right? And a lot of people who do like these historian fucking channels, they're like, well, it has to do with the business because up north we didn't need slaves as much as down south needed slaves for their economy. And to a degree, that is accurate. But that's actually what happened. A lot of people were like, you know what? We don't need slaves.
Yeah, because we had the cotton gin.
Exactly.
We had this thing called capitalism, which created new innovation.
Right.
And
we
here's
don't
the
need slaves as much.
Here's the thing. I recommend this video all the time. Razorfist did a video on Lincoln. Now, he doesn't really go into a lot of the slavery part, but those people say, well, the Civil War is fought over slavery. Okay, but then you really have to understand that slaves were a part of economics, which unfortunately they were, like it or not. They were an economic commodity. That's sad.
Yes, they were.
So technically, the Civil War was fought over the same thing that all wars are fought over: resources.
Yeah, that's one thing I'll disagree with when it comes down to, we've been trying to teach the black people about our white supremacy and all the rules that we have to follow to make sure that we are treated the way that we ought to be freaking treated in this country. That's one thing that I will disagree with them wholeheartedly on. The idea that you need reparations. We freed you.
Like, how is that even going to work? Like, you're not even
after, not even 100 years passed. Not even 1776 to 1860. That's not even 100 years. And we were like, you know what? We shouldn't do this slavery thing.
And this is something that Razor talked about in his video. It's like, if you didn't own your property, or if you were in debt to the bank owned your property, which meant the bank owned the slaves. Thomas Jefferson and the founders would then not technically own slaves. So this idea that, they were slave owners. Technically, no. Their bank did it because they were in debt. And they went into massive debt to free
that would
the
be
slaves.
Called an indentured servant.
Yeah. And what's also interesting is that if you want to compare the North and the South, the North was far worse to be a slave in. Far worse. In fact, the worst state to be a slave in? New Jersey. The garbage garden state.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
get in on some of this rainbow.
The Civil War wasn't all, for lack of better terms, black and white as you might think.
Oh, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Western Journal, shut up.
But when it comes down to Don Lemon, he obviously missed that lesson at the fucking KKK Act.
Yeah, but
it's being used on him.
It might be getting worse because Trump pushes for a whopping 40-year prison sentence for Don Lemon and leftist agitators who assaulted Christian worshipers. Now,
40 years?
Here's the thing.
That's a little much.
Okay, sure. But here's the thing. Sending a gay man to prison?
That's what he wants!
Like, are you really doing anything?
That's what he wants.
But also, speaking of Don Lemon, never ask a man or a politician or one who says white people are trash the race of their husband. AOC, Kamala Harris, Don Lemon, all married to white guys. If they were so anti-white, why didn't they marry someone as dark as Shaka Zulu? No, they married some pale motherfucker who's most likely a cuck.
Yep.
And this is not going to help the 40-something% statistic.
Oh, Lord. No, it's 50% now. It's 50,
oh, it's 50. At least, yeah. Parents say their trans son killed himself because his church employer wouldn't let him wear a French maid outfit and cat ears. Oh, my God.
Oh, I remember this story.
Are you telling... Wait. Are you telling me that this guy right here wants to wear French maid outfit and cat ears? I'm shocked.
At a church.
Yeah.
At a church.
Yeah.
Look, okay, so I know you're already past that scene, but if you went back to the scene with the freaking meeting room, I came in with a nice suit. Right?
Yeah.
I know I look like a freaking colorful stuffed animal son of a bitch, but I made myself look nice for church tonight.
Mm-hmm. As you should. Now, to be fair, I'm okay if you wanted to wear a t-shirt and some jeans. No, a little lax here, but you dressed up, and I respect that. A man in a French maid outfit and cat ears. I'm sorry, but first of all, even if you're a woman, like that's a bit much. And a man doing it, Yeah, you're asking a church to do that? I highly doubt, unless you're a
Now,
very
was
progressive
it
church.
in France?
I don't think so.
Was it in France?
No,
That's-
it's in Belleville, Illinois.
Illinois. Okay, America. So it should be an American-made outfit, not a French one.
You know what? I might be a heretic for this one, but I never understood the French-made outfit. Everyone's like, oh, it's like one of those classic costumes every guy wants their girl to dress up. It's like,
No, I don't get it either.
French-made cheerleader. I don't get it. I just don't.
Okay, so all right. So Exorcist, I gotta ask you. Okay, so
Mhm.
if your beloved were to put on any costume, any character, to get your attention, who?
Oh, if we're talking character, oh, that's a tough one. But like, if we're talking an archetype,
Like any outfit.
You know,
what is
I gotta
the
say,
outfit to set the mood?
I am such a fan of like that hot for teacher librarian kind of outfit. A nice skirt, a nice button-up shirt, you know, hair in a bun or in a ponytail. Those glasses, dude. I don't care. Glasses make chicks sexier. I don't know what it is.
Because
I don't know if it makes
that
them look
when
smarter or whatever, but it just.
It's because you can see their eyes a little bit, like it's
Yeah, okay.
a frame in a frame.
The
situation.
eyes are the window to the soul kind of thing.
Your eyes are the window to the soul, and you're literally looking through a window.
Yeah.
To look through a window to the soul, like it's a frame in a frame situation.
Yeah, but for me,
I get that.
I like the classic, you know, sexy librarian. You know, it's not overly hoish. It's, you know, but it's classy sexy. You know, it's
yeah, that's fair.
It's something
That's
you
fair.
can take out in the day, but also, you know, still look good.
You could also take out the night.
Yeah,
and,
take off it.
Take off in the night.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I get it.
Oh Lord,
I get
this thing. We gotta. Oh my God. Because the United Kingdom, and I shit you fucking not, this is their health ambassador.
Is she?
Yes. This person who I'm guessing obviously is Muslim. Now I don't know a lot about Islam. I know a little bit. I have read some of the Quran verses. I'm not impressed with what I've read. I think it's disgusting. It should not be in the West. But I don't think I've ever read the verse that says salad is halal. I mean, a chef's salad, maybe. That's got ham.
About this is United Kingdom health ambassador.
I know. Does she not look like someone from the UK that's healthy? Fat and brown?
She doesn't look like someone from the UK. She doesn't look like someone from the UK. Play the freaking video.
From ethnic minority background, you know, some communities it's actually taboo to, and you know, it's quite.
Okay, all right, back up a little bit. Back up a little bit. When she says taboo, focus on the taboo to. Focus on that syllable.
Background, you know, some communities it's actually taboo to, and
taboo.
You know, it's quite
taboo to.
Hadouken.
It is taboo to, and that is how an English person would say it. What you're seeing there is a little bit of the Muslim slip out.
I don't really want to see the Muslim slip out.
I don't want to see the Muslim slip out too. That's why they cover themselves 90% of the time.
To talk about. So if you're not being able to learn about these things through the medium of school, then where do you learn, you know? And I wish...
Do you need to be taught in school to walk and try an apple? Like look, I have respect for those people who have a problem, whether it's, you know, physical, like, you know, they have a gland problem, or maybe they were lazy pieces of shit and they got fat, or they just, you know, ate their feelings. I'm fine if you're working towards bettering yourself, right? I'm not gonna laugh at you for being a fat person that's in the gym, you know, doing you're doing your shit.
You're trying to better yourself.
Yeah, but if you're a fat person that's just sitting on the couch eating a donut, I'm gonna mock you. But being fat literally is a problem you can run away from.
I never thought of it that way.
Right? It's literally
you
a
can
problem.
literally run away from being fat.
In fact, you know what? You don't even have to do that. You can start by just simply walking away from the problem.
Yeah, there you go. And if you
When I
can't
was in
walk,
school, we were
then crawl, I guess.
Stroll, I don't know, roll.
Go do something.
You know, how to apply for a bank account and how to, you know, get a job. But what about things like how to check if, you know, do a breast exam? How do I know if, you know, signs of cervical?
Well, I'm sorry that no doctor wants to go spelunking to find you, but that's not the fucking taxpayer's problem.
That's a. Oh no, wait, that's bad.
When am I supposed to get those? You know, that things are gonna prolong my life. You know, so why?
I can think of a bunch of things that can prolong.
I like the first comment down there. Bring me Han Solo.
I didn't even notice that. Chewbacca, y'all Wookiee.
We teach these things before we teach, you know, how to get a job, because if I'm not living
job Allah
long enough,
the
how
cut.
am I going to get a job? A person who is
Oh
from
my
ethnic.
god. Run, bitch. Put the cookies down and run.
Put the cookie down!
Well, we gotta probably do a little. Let's see. It's okay. We got some time. Well, there's been some news in the White House family as of late. Usha Vance is with her 4th child, I believe. So JD Vance is going to become a father again. And I wish to say congratulations. I would say congratulations if it was AOC. I would be fearful that thing bred, but I am never going to shit on.
Bravo!
I can never be. You can't be mad at the child. The child didn't do anything. He didn't pick his parentage, or she, whatever.
Well, this shows like the two-faced nature of leftists.
Exactly. Because
sex,
the empathetic
sex good,
left,
baby bad.
Yeah, the empathetic left is really upset that JD and Usha Vance are expecting their 4th. Oh, it is their 4th child. Now, it's not just the left I've seen that are upset about this, because the disgusting alt-right, which I'm gonna be honest here, the alt-right are literally just the left. They aren't right wing. They are
extremists on both sides of the lines.
But they are just as race obsessed or totalitarian as the left. The only difference is they can't accept the fact that they are outwardly Marxist, because they're so stupid. They think Marxist equals Jew, when that makes no sense, because Karl Marx hated Jewish people. Now he's like, Karl Marx was a Jew himself. Yes, his father actually converted to Lutheranism, but Karl Marx himself hated religion. In fact, I'm sure you've heard this. His biggest quote was, "Religion is the opioid of the masses."
Yes.
That doesn't sound like a devout temple goer or churchgoer to me. No. He also, his favorite quote was from Mephistopheles, which is, "Everything that exists deserves to perish," which is why he was basically the first emo. He was writing suicidal poetry before he became this revolutionary, which makes sense because all his kids ended up committing suicide. All his daughters ended up committing suicide.
Wow.
Yeah, not a great man by any means.
Not a great luck.
But simply, and I'm certainly not a fan of Jewish people. Now, the empathetic left says, "Hope she miscarries." Fascist, she's a bad person. Now, obviously the left don't like Vance, but the alt-right don't like it because Vance, as a white person, how dare he marry a brown person and fall in love with a woman who just happens to be brown? Oh, no. You have to stay within your own kind, even though these people, they fight for the West. You can't exactly be, for the West and, I'm a good Christian person, but let's keep the races separate. I'm sorry. As soon as you can show me one Bible verse, especially in the New Testament, where Jesus is like, stick to your own kind and only be racially pure, I will admit wholeheartedly I'm wrong. Until you find me that verse, you can go take the driest spiky cactus and go diving for polyps.
I don't think you would say that in the Bible, because isn't it a little gay to be with your own kind?
Well, technically, there is, the idea that you're supposed to be with at least humans. It's kind of frowned upon.
As long as it's a human being, but like.
But it's also funny that these people. Now, I've also been told that if you care more about Jesus than your own bloodline, you're a Christ cuck, whatever the fuck that means. But Jesus himself said that if you love your father and mother more than the Lord, you are not worthy to be a follower, meaning your bloodline doesn't mean as much. Yeah, just,
Right.
you know, it's very interesting that these people are stupid and hypocritical. But as far as the left goes, they're, you know, so loving. Second lady, because apparently that is the term for what she is, Lady Usha Vance, we are very happy to share some exciting news. Our family is growing. Usha Vance is pregnant with her fourth child.
Slaughtus?
A boy. Okay, so they all.
Oh, come on, Usha. Like, come on, federal government. Slaughtus?
Yeah, I know.
So,
it's probably because they had to make it an acronym. Right.
It's one letter. I'm surprised. There has to be a few leftists that have made the joke.
Yeah.
I know they can't meme.
No.
There has to be a few leftists that have made the joke.
Oh, if there's any smart ones out there. Now, obviously, the doctor has already assigned the gender of the baby. It's a boy. Usha and
Wait, how
the
do they
baby
know?
are. Well, I have no idea. They were just, you know,
It could be intersex.
They flipped the coin, I guess. And
Okay.
we are all looking forward to the welcoming him in late July. So it's going to be, you know, around the birth of our nation. Oh, I can't say birth of a nation now, should I?
Well, our birthday as a nation.
During this exciting and hectic time, we are particularly grateful for the military doctors who take excellent care of our family and for the staff members who do so much to ensure that we can serve the country while enjoying a wonderful life with our children. You know, that's a wonderful thing. What is
Which
Joel?
means late July.
Yeah. Okay. And of course, this is the meme. I don't care. This is funny. The fat JD Vance. Have you seen that song, the AI JD Vance song?
Yeah.
JD Advance.
Yeah.
Okay, you have seen that. Okay, if
Yes.
that's fucking great. But, okay, we got at your service, Marco Poppins. And we have the little. Now, see, this is funny. I don't have a problem with this.
That's good.
Vice President Vance on the campaign trail. I want more Americans. Well, you know what?
Well, he proved his point.
You know what? That is exactly what a good leader does. He does what he says we should be doing.
Right,
In fact,
and he
like,
did.
and look, and think of it. Going back to the Bible, what did God do? He wanted Abraham to sacrifice Isaac. Now, he eventually stopped that from happening, obviously. But when it came time to offer up his son for him to do what he asked us to do, he did more. So that's what a good leader does. A good leader always does more than he asks of his subordinates. So, you know what? He said he wants more Americans. He's on the front lines.
He is on the front lines.
Can't wait to see how the
fortress.
left will react. Now, I'm sure you can understand. You know, they're so compassionate and loving. The left, they would clearly love more children, right? They love.
See, you know what I admire about Not the Bee? They leave the ats in there.
Yes. Hope she miscarries. Fuck her. Fuck that whole family. Loving. Who's the father, though?
Fuck you.
I don't know what that's insinuating. That, like, I didn't even have. Is that a rumor that she cheats? I don't know. Who would want to bring a child into the United States now? Well, based on your profile pic, I'm sure your fucking cave of blunders has not been touched in 30
I got an
years.
answer. Hundreds of gay parents that want to adopt.
I almost would say this is funny. KKK, congratulations, but this is just... Ugh. Usha, blink twice if you're being held
They just
against
don't
your
know how to
will.
spell.
Blink 3 times if you were mistaken for a couch when DJ... It's JD, you fucking retard. Not DJ. Was
They
drunk
can't
and now...
spell. They don't need
No,
edit. You're
stop.
looking at
Yeah.
You're looking at blue sky posts right there.
Oh, this is... Oh, ew.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh. Andrew Crowder. I'm sure that's not related to Steven, but who knows.
No, it's not.
Ah, the old trick of trying to save a failing marriage with a new baby. Failing marriage. They seem pretty happy to me. She was never a victim. She's complicit. Complicit in what?
I love how when they're not a victim, they're complicit to some sort of crime.
Oh, of course. You know,
Fucking.
that's the thing. Is like if you're a woman who's married to a man and you love, doing houseworky, woman-y shit, you love being a homemaker and, taking care of kids. If you love doing that, you're stupid because you're too dumb to understand that you shouldn't like
complicit.
that. You're complicit.
You're complicit in the actions of his
internal
toxic
sexism.
male masculinity.
It's internalized misogyny.
It's ridiculous, is what it is.
Yeah, because it's just narcissism. It's like, oh, you're just not smart enough to know that you should hate your life.
Right.
Yeah, because, what woman wouldn't want to be, greeted every day and be like, hi, honey, I'm home. Oh, man, what a great fucking house. Whatever you cook and smells. Look, I understand not every day is, picturesque and perfect. Not every day. Even I wouldn't come home every day and be like, oh, just please don't talk to me right now. I don't. Obviously, you should still be respectful and not, call her a cunt or something. Like, get the fuck away from me. I'm gonna.
Right.
But it's like.
Exactly.
Most people are still gonna be like, wait, I'm getting greeted when my husband comes home. Doing housework really isn't that backbreaking. People make it out to be this, horrible task. Doing laundry is not that big of a deal. Okay.
It's not bad. It's not hard.
And like oh yeah, because no one wants to be, Mom, I love you. Here's a card for your birthday, or here's breakfast in bed, or here's whatever. It's like, yeah, that's so imprisoning. But you know what's not imprisoning? Being in an office where your boss knows your name just enough to sign it on a check, and you're basically a replaceable number. That's freedom. Fucking A, man.
When you put it like that.
Right? You're allowed to judge a fascist for marrying a fascist. She's married to him because she's a bad person.
That's the same.
Well, you know what's funny? They're saying this to a brown woman.
Ha!
They're saying this to a brown woman immigrant. By their own standards, they're fucking racist.
Well, hold on, San Miguel. We covered that. All right. We covered that. Remember, I am not an immigrant. I am an American. She is not an immigrant.
Oh, okay.
She is an American.
Yes. Okay. Fair. But I'm just using their fucking words and logic.
Thank you. Okay, but fair enough.
Jake, new name, welcome in. Isn't Blue Sky basically for weird furries and post-op transvestites? I am not saying that because apparently that's a bad word.
Okay, so as someone who interacts with the furry fandom often, you want to know the funny thing? A lot of the furry fandom that went to Blue Sky is coming back to X. It's the most hilarious thing.
It's the same thing. It's like they weren't going to get the attention they wanted from Blue Sky. So they obviously were going to come back.
So they came back where they already had the attention.
It's like these people who say, well, I'm going to move to Canada if Trump wins. I'm going to move to the UK. And it's like, oh, it's not really grass is greener. It's just shittier, and I bought into bullshit.
Right. You realize you already had a box where you belonged, right? Why'd you have to come back over here? That's basically what's happening there.
Also, welcome in, Jake. This is the Midnight Mass. We're just talking about bullshit of the day, of the week, of the month.
Of the day.
Sorry, monster.
It's cool.
Radical leftists harassed Christians at California church event where Erica Kirk was speaking.
Another church! Wait, hold on. California, I'm not surprised.
I'm actually more surprised there's still churches in California.
Yeah, that should be the news story.
Right? Stop pretending your racism is patriotism.
It is!
You know what's funny? Now, I'm not speaking for Erica. This is Charlie. Now, in order to be a racist, right? In order to be a race supremacist, and in this case, it'd be a white supremacist, do you know what, like, the very bare minimum would be to be
prejudice?
You would have to believe race is a thing. That's like the bare minimum. In order to believe one race is superior.
You would have to believe that race. I wouldn't even say race, because race is a thing. I could point to you what different races exist. The big thing is, when does race matter?
But in terms of exactly, does it matter in like distinction, like?
Right.
people that have this melanin are a different species from this people that have that melanin. Like, that's what you have to believe, right? Charlie Kirk didn't even believe that. He believed that we're just all people. We're all humans.
That's why I make the hard stance that I have with. I don't know if you've ever heard my hard stance with racism that I have. There are only 2 acceptable forms of racism in this world. 2. That's it.
And those are?
Comedy, because everybody likes to laugh.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
And race jokes exist. You know, white people put mayonnaise on their sandwiches all the time. You get a black man, a Hennessy, Kool-Aid, watermelon, and fried chicken, he'd be happy.
Oh,
you know,
I love that joke from
there's
Gabriel.
so many race jokes that work, all right? And the reason why they work is because of number 2, explanation. Because you need to explain differences in culture. If you told some random person from Japan that black people loved fried chicken, and white people loved ham sandwiches with plenty of mayonnaise, and Mexicans love tamales, the authentic tamales with the corn leaf wrapping, they wouldn't know what the hell you were talking about. You have to explain it to them. And then when they come to America and they see this shit, they can laugh too.
Well, there's nothing wrong with explaining cultural differences because they are obviously a thing.
Exactly, and that's why.
But that's not necessarily based on melanin. Like, you could, like, okay,
Right.
I swear, go to Scotland and tell them they're English. They will beat the fuck out of you.
Yeah,
okay,
they will.
but they
Yeah, they
look the same. They're pale, fucking.
They're pale white.
It's
North Eartherners.
It's culture. Look, I don't have a problem with Arab people. I have look, post 9/11, I had friends who were Arab. Okay? Of course, I didn't give a shit. But it's like, I don't care if you're Arab. What I care about is if you're one of the splody people.
Right, if you were,
because that culture is
it becomes
horrible.
On a case-by-case basis. The constant amount of times where I have to say, stop generalizing an entire population, and then the general population ends up going against what I say, I still have to say, now there's probably a few good eggs in there. You know, because there probably are a few good eggs in there.
Look, and look, I'm not saying that, oh, well, there's 3 good eggs in a batch of 100, so let's just influx all of them in. No. I don't want them in, but I'm not going to be like, well, I don't want them in because of Arab. No, I don't care. Because if you look at the history of, like, the left and their view of immigrants, they were very much against Syrian refugees. Why? Because a lot of them were Christian. They were still Syrian and they were still Arab, but why not let them in? And you know what else? Being from Florida, go down to like Miami and talk about communism.
Oh, no.
They will spit in your direction. The Cubans fucking hate it, and that's another group of people that the left were like, no, we can't let you in, but they're brown people, they're Hispanic, well, but they're not going to vote for us. See, that's the point. The left doesn't care about race. They actually don't. They only know that they can use it as a bludgeon. If they actually wanted to sell guilt for slavery, they would be way better off selling it over to where the African slave trade started, which would be the Middle East. Where the Middle East people would castrate the men so that they wouldn't get involved and get their harem girls pregnant.
Yes.
Say what you want. The worst slave owner in the South, or actually the North, because the North was worse. The worst slave owner in the North was nowhere near as horrible as the Muslim slave traders in North Africa that are still going on right now. The reason is, white people, specifically Christians, we view what happened as bad, so we have... Now, I think white guilt and white pride are equally cringe, but Christians who saw this as a bad thing, they were like, oh, I feel bad for it. Muslims don't feel bad for it because they don't care. Because they don't see non-Muslims as worth treating with anything. It's like, well, you're not in my group, so I
believe they have a word that begins with I for that one. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's it's like I think what's his what's his name from that their Aladdin movie? I think it was mentioned once or twice in that one.
Let's see.
It was
Jafar? No, that's
goodness.
Jay.
No, well, I think Jafar said something like it. I was.
Oh wait, Infidel.
No, yeah, Infidel. That's it.
Yes.
That big ass lion, tiger, whatever the hell it was, Cave of Wonders piece of shit said infidels.
Yep.
Yeah, that's them.
Yep.
That's them.
They don't care.
They don't care.
Let's see, another fucking thing. Shut up, I don't care.
Who the hell are you?
I don't know. Leftist groups are already raising funds to unseat Fetterman 3 years before his re-election.
Turned around in a wild way.
I wonder why. And now I actually said this a while ago. Now I didn't say that they would try to unseat him. I said they were gonna fucking take him out. They were gonna fucking 25th Amendment him in a sort of way. And this is exactly what happened. And I'm gonna be like, I was right yet again. Because he doesn't really like to vote with them a lot. Now he does, obviously, but he doesn't as much as you or like they want.
He is definitely on the left. He is a Democrat. Definitely.
He's a Democrat, but I would say he's
one
much
of those
more like
Democrats that wants to talk.
He's like maybe a 1980s Democrat, maybe 1990s, right?
He's the kind of Democrat that comes to the table and says, "Okay, give me your ideas. I'll tell you my ideas. Let's work something out."
Yeah, that's respectable. I mean, I may still vehemently disagree with you, but at least I can respect you. Because here's the thing. This is why I hate people that don't want to debate on either side. Because let's say your idea is ultimately correct. If you truly believe your ideas are the best, then you wouldn't need to cheat to make them the winner. You would just
win.
And the reason for that is the people who are putting forward the ideas, they don't trust the American people to be smart enough to just know that their ideas are horseshit. So they have to find ways to they really think us and really everyone that isn't in their group are stupid. They are egotistical people. They really are.
Yeah, they because that's what they've been force-fed their entire life. So if you disagree with this kind of thing, it's just like we heard on the AAA meeting back when that was the thing. Two separate justice systems.
Yep.
Two separate justice systems. And they're both run by different medias.
Yep. But we have some animal news, I believe. Is that what next?
Ooh, animal?
Oh, no. We got this. We got to do this first.
Oh, hell.
Nuclear weapons are demonic. No one can pinpoint when they were created because clearly they were created by demons to kill Christians.
Right. So,
okay. I will say this.
Carlson.
Two things. One, there actually was a large Christian population in Nagasaki. Why that was a target is interesting. We should have just went for Tokyo to begin with, whatever.
Well, because it was near Tokyo.
But that's beside the point. Nuclear weapons are like any other. They are weapons of war. So to say nuclear weapons are created by demons to kill Christians, you have to say that about literally every other weapon that has ever existed, ever. Down to the effing spear, which is a weapon of war.
The only argument that I could see back Tucker is one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse was literally named War.
Yes, but that is the concept of war, the concept of death, the concept of pestilence. It's like, it's not... And look, I said this last week because I brought up something else from him where he's like, all these demon shit and, look, I agree and I believe in some of this stuff, don't get me wrong. But I don't think that takes away from people's personal choices. God and the devil don't make you do anything. They simply give you a door, and you have to make a free will choice to do something, whether you want to hurt someone or not. So to just blame it on demons is just lazy.
Well, see, now hold on, because I've had a demon situation actually happen recently. You see, we stopped paying for the security system for this house because it was one, too much, two, we found a cheaper version, and three, it was just like it never got tagged. Nobody ever comes out my neck of the woods because I live in the neck of the woods. And just last week, in fact, during one of my streams over on twitch.tv/YouTellSleepDave, bang! Right near the end of the stream, I heard beep, 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 beep. And sure enough, it was on. But the thing has been turned off for years.
Oh, that's
as
creepy.
It dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I do believe that,
Oh,
demons have an existence. So, if you wanna help me afford some sage so I can burn it and get the fucking spirit out, do streamlabs.com/YouTube.
And there you go. Nice. Actually, that's interesting because I've had like those weird like night terror dreams where you have like no control on what's going on. Like it's kind of like it's very.
I've never had one yet.
It's very much like a Nightmare on Elm Street thing.
I've never had one. I want one because like I'm one of those people that like
it's a fucked up thing. I've had it happen several times.
But see, like I'm one of those people fascinated by what the human mind does.
Oh yeah.
Right. So
yeah.
Like one of those things that I did was I went into a desensitization chamber.
Oh,
float
dude.
tank.
I would love to
Oh
do
my
that.
god, it was great. It was great, and oddly enough, it was after a bunch of things went south for me, and I had all the pieces, but I still had to put them together,
Mm-hmm.
And I went into the float tank, and after I came out, I am that's why I was a furry at the time, but now I call myself an anthro because I know who I am, and the furry fandom is not me. It's not me. There's a lot of things about the furry fandom I disagree with.
Yeah.
And that's why
that's fine.
You're not going to label me one of those, but it's because I turned my mind off and floated in darkness and silence.
I would so want to do one of those one day.
Together. Oh man, dude, if you vacation on my neck of the woods, we'll go.
Oh, cool.
We'll go.
Yeah.
There's also a badass pizza place just across the parking lot. Awesome.
Dude, you just fucking Italian pizza.
Let's go.
Yeah. But speaking of Nightmare on Elm Street, what was it, 1428? That's the name of Nancy's address. Streamlabs.com.
Yep.
It's actually one of the best of his kills. It's
nice. Okay.
But going back to the dream, I had a fucked up dream, and the one I remember, it wasn't a COVID. I had a COVID dream where I was like falling.
COVID dream.
Yeah, where I was like constantly falling, and I've had those dreams when I was young.
Okay. Yeah.
But this one was weirdly specific. I felt picked up and ripped out of my bed and thrown against the wall, and I felt awake. I felt like this was completely awake the entire time, and I felt pinned against the wall, and I couldn't move. And then I woke.
Oh wow!
You ever watch cartoons where people like they have a bad dream and they wake up and then it's crazy, so they're still in a dream, so they wake up again?
And it's still a dream. Like
yeah, I
you
saw.
wake up from a dream into a dream into a dream.
I would look at that and I was like, that's the dumbest fucking thing possible. That is so stupid. I don't think it's stupid anymore because I woke up and I was like, and I wasn't awake, so I woke up again, and I swear to God, I was looking at the roof, and the shadows were like fire. The shadows on the roof were like dancing like fire, and I don't know if it was my eyes coming back to reality, which is highly possible, but yeah, I've had fucked up shit. So this was going back to right before I went in the hospital, so this is like 10 years ago. I lost so much blood from what became UC, right? I was walking behind myself. It's the most fucked up thing I've ever had. I literally saw the back of my own head walking through the kitchen. Like, if you're having an out-of-body experience, you might think, well, I'm floating above myself, right? That's like the typical. I was walking behind myself as if I was like 3 seconds behind my own body. Still to this day, the most fucked up thing.
That is pretty weird.
That is fucked up.
Because how would you know what the back of you looks like if you don't have a
I don't
mirror
know,
that
but it
looks
was so
back of
weird.
you?
It's like, wait, why am I
Regularly.
looking at myself? It was so weird. But let's look.
Wow.
Let's listen to this.
I was
weirdo.
attacked in my bed by a spiritual being and clawed and left bleeding and scarred. And do I understand what happened? No, of course I don't. I don't really understand anything, but that did happen to me. I don't care if people believe me or not. It did. And I think
I can respect that because I had that happen as well. So
was just a a momentary glimpse of something that's happening at all times, which is, again, this war between forces that we can't see, not since we dropped the atomic bomb in Nagasaki, the second one in August of 1945, and decided that we were gods, and the god himself no longer existed. Since then, we have been a secular society, and that's why we're now being destroyed, in my view. I care about this country.
Technically, you could say we were one before that because, as I said many times, Pope Leo the 12th. Wait, yeah, the one right before this one. His famous quote was, "The 20th century will be ruled by the devil." This was.
Yeah, I mean, he was right.
I mean, this was when he was saying this. He was saying this in like the 1800s, right? So he was making a prediction.
He's not wrong so far.
But if you look at the 20th century, it was horrible. There was hundreds of millions of death, of starvation, of shallow graves, of genocide, war. I mean, that was when the Nazis, the Soviets, the Mao. Like, it's tough to look at the 20th century and think, wow, he was right. Now, there was a lot of great things that happened in the 20th century. You know, the space race, the arrival of the infancy of the internet and all that stuff. But, man, he's kind of right.
And what happened to it after 1945. And it's a very clear demarcation line, and it seems obvious to me that nuclear weapons are demonic. There's no upside to them at all, and that anyone who claims otherwise is either ignorant or doing the bidding of the forces that created nuclear technology in the first place, which are not human forces.
So he's saying nuclear technology is from the... Wait a sec. I'm sorry. Are you trying... Is he trying to say that nuclear technology is the force of the devil?
I think so.
Look, you cannot like nuclear power used in weaponry, but here's the thing, Tuck. You then thus again have to say the exact same thing about gunpowder and steel.
Mm-hmm.
Like gunpowder can be used for cannons, but it can also be used for fireworks. And what do we do with fireworks? Well, considering it is the 250th anniversary of the greatest nation to ever exist,
we launch them and enjoy the explosions.
Yeah. And look, and what can you do with steel? Well, you can certainly turn it into a sword and decapitate someone. Sure. You can also turn it into cars. You can turn it into buildings. You can turn... Like, is he really saying that nuclear technology is from the devil? Because I'm like, that is the... And this is from someone who would probably tell you and lecture you on how clean and safe nuclear energy is, as opposed to all the, quote, green energy that they want to push. So it's like, which is it, dude?
Forces, obviously. And let me just ask you this, which I've asked a million people at dinner parties, but never in public. What was the moment we can point to that nuclear technology was invented? You know, we can point to Isaac Newton and say, what apple fell on his head? Or we can point to Albert Hoffman in his lab messing around with the, ergot bacteria. That's when LSD was made. I've never met a person who can isolate the moment where nuclear technology became known to man. And
Sugar is made by the devil.
German scientists in the 30s. Really, when? Name the date. And I've never heard anybody do that. It's very clear to me that these are demonic. I mean, these are evil. Their only purpose is to destroy the innocent, to murder the innocent. They've only been used once, and I think there's an interesting ethical debate about their use. Was Truman right or whatever? But if you take 3 steps back, you can say, well, wait a second. If you end up killing, incinerating tens of thousands of civilians, that's just a bad thing. Let's just be honest. That's just a bad thing. And anyone who does that is going to pay consequences. It's just true.
But here's the thing, Tuck. Now, I understand it not wanting to blow up civilians, and I understand. Obviously, I don't want civilians hurt.
Of course.
But you got to understand, there's problems with what was going on with Japan. One, this actually ended up saving lives because it made the war end quicker. You know why?
Because they weren't going to give up.
Because of a man known as the Razor, not Razor Fist. Hideki Tojo. For those who don't know who Hideki Tojo is, he was a retard who basically scammed his way up into one of the highest levels of political power in Japan, second only to the emperor himself. He didn't know jack shit about the military. So basically, he was running Japan to death. He was going to kill Japan by just basically giving any schmuck a gun and saying, "For the Emperor." He was sending anyone, any able-bodied person, wall after wall, man, woman, and child, with a gun to be put in the slaughterhouse of the war. Now, you can say that it's horrible that innocents died. I'd say ending the war quickly when Hideki was fucking incompetent and basically suiciding his own nation is probably a better thing to do.
Probably a smart thing. Yeah. Stop.
Considering he was caught and then he killed himself. You know? So,
yeah.
You cannot like civilian casualties. I don't think, unless you're a sadistic fuck, anyone does. But sometimes ending a war is good, you know? I would have wished...
Ending a war is good.
I would have wished maybe ending the war didn't end up in bombing a city.
Exactly what the devil wants.
You know, I'm just saying, Hideki Tojo was a retard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, total retard.
And by the way, the fact the second bomb was dropped on the Christian population of Japan, which was majority in Nagasaki. In fact,
that's it. Yes, it was Nagasaki, a very large Christian population.
It was sighted in on a church in Nagasaki.
Which, if you have never seen traditional Japanese art, you know, depicting the crucifixion and the you know, Christ's story, it's fucking fascinating. It really is interesting seeing
the 13. What are they called? Not the disciples. Stations of the Cross.
Yes, the Passion of the Christ done in Japanese artwork made the people look like, you know, Japanese people.
You said that and I immediately went to South Park.
Yeah, but I have no, you know, Jesus and those people weren't actually Japanese. Why are they depicted as I don't give a shit. I think that's fucking cool looking.
Yeah.
Look, if you want to be historical, sure, he was a Middle East Jew. Duh. So he probably looked kind of brown. But man, that artwork is seriously, it's definitely something to look up.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Because their artwork is beautiful just in general.
Was that an accident? Why Nagasaki exactly? And by the way, why has every subsequent American war resulted in disproportionately the deaths of Christians? That would include Vietnam, by the way, with the Catholic population.
Because war, and typically the wars of the 20th century, again, owned by the devil, were for communism. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a news flash here. Commies don't like Christians.
No.
They also don't like Jews, which is funny because, again, they're going back to the whole idea, well, Karl Marx was... the Soviets had their own Holocaust. They had butchered Jewish people who were not in the Communist Party.
Never would have guessed.
Yeah, I know. Weird. The Nazis also butchered millions of Christians. My friend Kevin, who's not in the chat right now, but he'll tell you about that. They killed millions. There's also a saint who was sainted because
Saint Kevin?
No, it was
okay.
Oh, I can't remember his name, but there was a saint.
That's a stupid name for a saint.
He was in Auschwitz. He basically is like the next guy in line to be shot. He took his place. He's like, hey. He has a family. Take me instead. And he was sainted. You know, and I said this on Twitter I said this on Twitter the other day, and it's like, I'm going to end this debate because there's a group of people in the Hitler Humper crowd that say, oh, he was a good Catholic boy. And then there was another who said, no, he hated Christianity because he called it a Jewish plot. I'm going to let you in on a secret here. The second one is true because, yes, he did in fact call Christianity a Jewish plot and tried to rewrite the Bible and remove Jewishness from the Bible. Which is basically...
You're losing me on this guy here.
Yeah. Not exactly a good dude. But I'm like, wait, if, let's say Hitler was this good Christian, where's all the Christian iconography? Because there's a shit ton of pagan iconography, a lot of Nordic runes, right?
I mean, he was ready with a cyanide pill, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, so that's kind of why.
Thou shalt not kill in a Holocaust? You don't say.
Yeah, well, considering the Holocaust is not even the Jewish term for it. It's That's the Greek term.
Was decimated, up to and including Iraq and Syria. Now in Russia. Why is it that our use of force consistently since the end of the Second World War has been against Christians? That's been the effect, to kill Christians. The bombing of the Balkans.
Since the end of the World War, dude, again, going back to Hitler, they were killing Christians.
Killing Christians? No. That's not it, Tucker. Why did Tucker Carlson... I remember the days when Tucker Carlson made sense.
Yeah.
Tucker, I don't know what... When the left talks about religious brainwashing, this is what they're talking about.
Well, the thing is, he's kind of new to the Christian thing. So this is where I like to tell people I'm all for new converts coming up to the pulpit and giving their story about, hey, I used to be this and now I'm not. You can be too, blah blah blah. You know, kind of like AA, right? But this is my problem with Candace Owens. They gave.
Where the fuck did she come in? What?
No. I'll connect the dots.
All right.
Candace Owens was a doxing leftist. Like she owns and still does.
Oh yes, she was.
But because she was black and a woman and was just suddenly saying slightly right-leaning things, they gave her a pulpit. They just gave her a platform, and I hate using that term. They platformed her. I hate using that left term, but they gave her a place to speak, and they didn't care. It's like, this is why you don't let new converts lead the church, okay? Because you didn't vet these people, okay? You don't let a former hooker or prostitute or porn star, you don't let them just instantly into your life as the woman you're gonna love and make children with.
Was she?
I mean, I'm not saying Candace was one of those things, but she owned a doxing site and she was red pill black. But yeah.
Yeah, okay, I hear what you're talking about.
Now we have a bit of
and that was, by the way, if you'd been tuning in for these last 3 minutes of Tucker Carlson, that was Devil Discussion Beyond the Bible.
I like that.
There you go.
We have some animal news. We're just going to go over this for a bit. This elephant has killed 22 people in just 10 days and still hasn't been caught.
What have you been doing?
So the animal crime wave has moved to murder. And not just
a younger... hold on, is that an image of the elephant?
This, it must be, because it doesn't say Getty elephant.
That's a small elephant in comparison
to be fair, it's an Indian elephant. It's an Indian elephant. They're actually the smallest.
Oh, yeah, you know, they're the
I mean, not only is this murder, this is mass murder. 22 people. If that was a school, that's a serial killer.
Jumbo did nothing wrong. Yes, he did.
But let's take a look at some, more uplifting animal news. Firefighters in Colorado rushed to help an injured deer that broke through thin ice and become trapped. Oh no, Bambi!
And they're taking their time. They got a lifeline there. Oh my God!
Oh, poor little guy.
Oh. See, I did not zoom in. I thought his head friggin' popped off there. I was like, holy shit.
Oh no, that's just the harness.
And they're sending the harness out. And this is what you have to do. You have to stay a good distance away so that the ice doesn't snap under you.
Yeah. And he is safe.
Yes!
He's getting up. And
yes! Fire department!
He ran away, safe and
yes!
happy.
Yes!
We like to see, as much as we see the animal crime wave, it's nice when innocent animals,
yes!
are safe. But tonight's episode of the Midnight Mass is brought to you by the tagline, "It's not me, it's EU." Because Trump was basically just telling the EU to go fuck themselves.
Dunk on everyone equally.
Trump made sure to dunk on everyone equally at the WEF, which... This is just... If you haven't seen it, oh my God. Trump is an equal opportunity offender, and he proved that at Davos. Here I got a couple clips.
So we want a piece of ice for world protection, and they won't give it. We've never asked for anything else, and we could have kept that piece of land, and we didn't. So they have a choice. You can say yes, and we will be very appreciative, or you can say no, and we will remember.
He's talking about Greenland, and my God, look, I know he's from New York, but that is such a mob boss thing to say. You can either give us what we want, and we will say thank you, or you cannot, and we will remember. Again, Streamlabs, you can you can give generously, and we will remember.
You can give us what we want, or we can remember who didn't smash the light.
Exactly. We will remember who didn't give us money.
We will remember.
Oh.
Well done. Well done.
I'm doing my best. This is interesting.
And then after the war, which we won it big. Without us, right now you'd all be speaking German and a little Japanese, perhaps.
A little Japanese.
After the war, we gave Greenland back to Denmark. How stupid were we to do that? But we did it. But we gave it back. But how ungrateful are they now?
Oof.
Now, this is going to put me on a list. But I love the way Trump is just blunt about this shit.
Oh, I love that. Like,
I love the way that Trump is blunt about shit. Like, he's not hiding anything. He's totally hiding it. No, he's being as fucking blunt as possible.
Here's the thing. I can understand that Trump doesn't put things across the best way, which is why I love J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance is like Trump, but a little more reserved. But there are times when I just, dude, Trump's bluntness is just exactly what we need.
Great. It's exactly what we need. It is.
And just spotted Gavin Newsom here watching Trump speak. Oh,
And number two.
This guy, if you would look up 80s slime ball in the dictionary,
yeah,
he is every fucking movie villain.
He looks like
he should be running Umbrella.
From, do you remember that baseball movie where the kid broke his arm, but like his arm had
yeah,
100-mile-an-hour pitch?
Mm-hmm.
He looks like the dirtbag that wanted that the kid's dad turned into.
Yeah. Look, you put some dark shades on him, and he's Albert Wesker.
Oh my God, I see it.
Right? Oh, this would be a great time to hit the 1204 or the Canada 223 because we're now talking about Canada.
We're building a golden dome that's going to, just by its very nature, going to be defending Canada. Canada gets a lot of freebies from us, by the way. They should be grateful also, but they're not. I watched your prime minister yesterday. He wasn't so grateful.
Rookie of the year,
Daryl. To us. Canada,
Rookie of the year, thank you.
Canada lives because of the United States. Remember that, Mark, the next time you...
That is a mob boss thing to say.
Yes.
Canada lives because of the United States. That is such a... You only exist because I allow you to. That is fucking the balls on that statement. Let's see. China is smart. They make windmills, sell them for a fortune, and sell them to stupid people that buy. Oh my God! Yeah.
Windmills all over
If you have a product, someone will buy it.
Yeah, because they probably stole the patent from us.
And they are losers. One thing is that the more windmills a country has, the more money that country loses, and the worse that country is doing.
Yeah, because these windmills are fucking dog shit, and they're not biodegradable. They're made of the same materials that they fucking hate.
China makes almost all of the windmills, and yet I haven't been able to find any wind farms in China. Did you ever think of that? It's a good way of looking at it. They're smart. China's very smart. They make them, they sell them for a fortune. They sell them to the stupid people that buy them, but they don't use them themselves. They put up a couple of big wind farms, but they don't use them. They just put them up to show people what they could look like. They don't spin. They don't do anything. They use a thing called coal, mostly.
Mm-hmm.
China goes with the coal. They go with oil and gas. They're starting to look at nuclear.
And keep in mind, China is like the biggest fucking polluter on planet Earth.
Yeah, they are.
Them and India.
They are second only to, yeah, I was about to say second only to India.
So, yeah, all that windmill shit don't fucking work. They don't even sell it to their own people.
It's happened very quickly. This afternoon, I want to discuss how we've achieved this economic miracle, how we intend to raise living standards for our citizens to levels never seen before, and perhaps how you two and the places where you come from can do much better by following what we're doing, because certain places in Europe are not even recognizable, frankly, anymore. They're not.
No, they're not. And that's not just because of the people. It's also because of the fucking dirty grime and everything.
France, Spain, and to a personal
we can
degree,
argue about
Portugal.
it, but there's no argument. Friends come back from different places. I don't want to insult anybody and say I don't recognize it. And that's not in a positive way. That's in a very negative way. And I love Europe, and I want to see Europe go good, but it's not heading in the right direction.
He basically just said, I want Europe to be great again. The profit margin for a credit card company.
Mega! That would be mega!
Yeah, mega. Make Europe great again.
Yeah, make Europe great again.
Oh, here we go. President Trump roasted Macron.
I said, I guarantee you. But I actually sided with Emmanuel, who probably is in the room too. And I like him. I actually like him. Hard to believe, isn't it?
Yeah, hard to
and
believe.
I said,
You like him.
Emmanuel, you're going to have to lift the price of that pill to $20, maybe $30. Think of that. That means it's a doubling of prescription drugs. Might be a tripling, might be a quadrupling. It's not easy. No, Donald, I will not do that. I said, yes, you will, 100%. He said, no. You're asking me to double.
No.
I said, Emmanuel, you've been taking advantage of the United States
He's
for
their
30
Superman.
years
He's
with
not here.
prescription drugs. You really should do it, and you will do it. I have no doubt. In fact, I am 100% sure you're going to. No, I will not do it, because he has to, in all fairness to him, he has to double or triple, because the world being a bigger place than the United States, it's not that you meet in the middle. You just have to go up some, and we come down a lot. They go up a little, we come down a lot. So we're at $130, they're at 10. So they may have to go to 20 or 30. No more than that. I said, Emmanuel, you're going to be doubling or tripling? No. I said, here's the story, Emmanuel. The answer is you're going to do it. You're going to do it fast. And if you don't, I'm putting a 25% tariff on everything that you sell into the United States, and a 100%
Oh, the music in the background hits
wines
so
and
hard right now.
And that's about 10 times more than what I'm requesting. And you're going to do it. I don't want to go public with it. But you may make me do that. No, Donald, I will do it. I will do it.
See,
took me,
that's
on average,
a lot of people,
3 minutes
right?
a country.
When it comes
Saying
down
the same thing, you
to
will do it.
President
They all
Trump,
said, no, I will not do it. You're asking me to double the cost of prescription. I said, that's right, because you've been screwing us.
God, that is such a
right?
ballsy
The thing about Donald Trump, he has the reason why he got elected the first time is because he was a businessman. That's what we needed in the White House, a businessman. And we didn't get that through the Biden administration. Now people still wanted a businessman in there.
Yeah.
And that's how he's talking.
Yep.
Like a businessman.
Yep.
I understand the left when they say, well, this is a country, not a business. A lot of the time, you got to run a country like the business.
Well,
because if the country's doing good, the economy's good.
Well, you got to run it, especially when your business is in debt.
You're right.
Well,
and we are
and not only that,
of
like,
trillions.
And not only that, think about this.
Hey, Bobby.
Bands, they have to treat their band like a company. That's why their logo is like, or their name is like their logo or whatever. That's how.
Right.
That's why a lot of times you're told when you start a band, have an inter-band contract between everyone so they know how much everyone should get and how everyone should be, so you have to treat a lot of things as if it was a business,
Right.
It's not necessarily a bad thing to do.
It's not necessarily a bad thing to do, and that's what we needed in the White House, because a lot of people who were in the White House, Obama was on how many TV shows?
Right.
Like, he was acting like he was a Hollywood star. Well, Hollywood stars do what they're supposed to do and get paid out the ass.
Yep.
Not Trump. He needed to run this place like a friggin' business because nobody was.
Yep. Let's see. Do I have? Let's start with some. So we basically understand. Trump basically is just saying, "Go fuck yourself" to Europe.
Right.
And he already pulled us out of the World Health thing again. But let's go into some palate cleansers because,
Well, it wasn't me. It was EU.
The Kraken
is
a real animal.
Oh, this guy.
The one you
I
think
love this guy's videos.
I remember this video. I love
You
it.
see, when people hear tales of the Kraken, they assume that a bunch of sailors in the oldie times got absolutely shit-faced and ran into a giant squid. And to be fair, that's not a terrible assumption. Giant squid are f***ing kaiju sized, coming in at 12 meters in length and 900 kilos in weight. So the assumption that they saw that shit and rightly assumed sea monster isn't too far-fetched. However, there is a rather large hole in that giant squid theory. They don't live anywhere near the surface. They live down. Way down. Owning real estate at a depth of 1,000 meters below sea level in the twilight zone. So if these sailors didn't see Squidward's roided out brother, how the f*** do you explain the books of corroborating tales of long, tentacle-like appendages sticking out of the sea? Well, the answer is whales. But where is the tentacle on a whale? Well, you see, during breeding season, blue whales reproduce by conducting a locomotive on female whales. And in order to keep this train running on the tracks, male whales must wait their turn. And while waiting in the lobby, in order to stay prepared, the males tend to raise their gentleman's sausage out of the water and wave it around in the air.
Oh
and
my God.
The special sausage on a blue whale is around 3 meters long and 14 inches thick. So sailors who thought they were seeing a mythical monster from the depths were more than likely just seeing a pot of whales hitting weapon inspect on their schmeat.
Okay, I didn't have this one pulled up, but let's get this one. This one's funny as hell. Come on. Oh, fuck. There we go.
What the hell?
Good morning. Do you want the fried rice, the egg roll, or the steamed pork lamb chop?
What?
For $2.90, I give you the egg rolls.
No.
I could give you some rice.
No.
Well, look at you, you old piece of shit.
No, I don't like Asians.
What the hell?
And seeing as that I just did a reaction to the new Mario trailer, by the way, it looks fucking awesome.
It's fucking awesome. It is.
Go check out that video. This was submitted by Canada, otherwise known as Niala, and this was fucking funny as hell.
T-Rex, but it's Yoshi sound?
Yes.
Oh no. Why did that work so well? Up until the end there. Why did it work so well?
I saw that. That was fucking awesome. Oh my god. But that is all that we have for today. That's all the news. That's all the palette cleansers. Let's actually head back over to the waiting room. There we go.
That was a good mess.
Standing at the pulpit for 2.5 hours is really murder on my feet. I was glad to sit down again. So
I know how that is. I know how that is.
And I say 2.5. I typically try to do like between 9 and 11 to a 2-hour show, but you know, I had so much news and there was so much. I knew that we were going to go over time today because of the guest. So I wasn't too concerned, you know.
Oh yeah.
But I would like to thank my guest Steve Dave today for coming on and just adding some additional jokes and banter. I hope you had a great time, as I had on your show. So
it was a wonderful time. It was a wonderful time. And
you should schedule another, whenever you're available again. You are more than welcome to come back on.
Definitely.
I reworked the asylum. I reworked the cathedral so that everyone that is above Crusader rank can just hop in the pulpit, because the fact is, if I'm doing a show that I mean to do by myself, I'm not going to be in the pulpit. So if I'm going to do a show where I can have people come on in, it might be easier to just have them able to jump in without having me stop the stream or stop what I'm doing to pull people in. It just works out better that way. So again, for those who are not in the Discord, there you go. There we go. Join that, because the next stream, if I don't plan anything solo anyway, will be Friday night community game night. I don't know what we'll be playing because it is up to you, motherfuckers. I leave that to democracy of the degenerates.
Hurry up, you degenerates. Do your vote.
And I wish to thank everyone that came in just to chat, just to annoy me, just to, talk about the news, and especially those that decided to part with their money to both me.
Thank you, Scott.
And to me and the guest. The only thing I have coming up right now is I have a video planned. I have something that I want to talk about tomorrow, so that'll be recorded probably tomorrow, edited. So nothing really till about midweek. And then obviously, like I said, Thursday we'll be putting a poll to do what game for Friday, and then next Sunday we'll be back here. No guest lined up, but I could grab Alamo or Donkey if they are available. If not, then it'll just be me.
Donkey would be great.
Yeah. I actually want to get my friend Kevin. He's my IRL.
Oh yeah, you talked about them.
Yeah, my IRL friend. He's great. Very much, guitar playing, anti-communist. Basically like Donkey, but like 30 years older. Well, actually, no.
That's fine though.
And
as long as he's a friend.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be against multiple guests, It's just you were available, you were like, yeah, fine, whatever. So, thank you, Steve Dave, thank you, everyone. I will see you next week. And remember, God bless, and may demons fear when you wake in the morning. Ciao.
Thank you.